Carissa for news headlines.
Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. Is it here? Is it happening? Is it
I think
happening
it's
today?
here. It is Friday.
Hello, Friday.
Hi, we've missed you. It's been so long. Carl, honestly, last Friday felt like 2 years ago.
Really? Oh, come on now. Don't worry about it. We got your back, okay? Now, if it's felt like that for you as well, we have an entire show for you because it's basically a quarter to the weekend.
It is.
We're actually going to just press the button now and say that it is the weekend. I know there's still another work day ahead of you, but we don't care, okay? We're going to focus now because we're going to celebrate our heritage in the kitchen. And there's nothing more heritage steeped than a braai.
Oh, come on. It's September. Chef Clem's got to be here again. He'd be here every day if it were up to me because, yes, he is a braai master. And we're going to start a braai with him. He's going to be sharing his braai essentials when it comes to using charcoal versus wood fire. You braai, Carl. Which were you?
I'm definitely a natural sort of, I like the wood. And I think what I like about it is that it gives you time to prep. So while the fire is like doing its thing, you do all the prep. And I'm the type of person where I don't put a certain individual into the kitchen for salads and me for meat.
Okay.
I do meat and salads. It's important, right? I need to do that. So wood fire for me every time.
Okay, and I'll sit here and wait for my invitation because,
yes, no
Carl,
problem.
please,
I
you
got
need
your
to cook
back.
for me. Well, Zanele, we wonder when it comes to braai on your side, what actually is your favorite braai essentials food-wise?
Oh, it definitely has to be garlic bread. I love garlic bread. Okay, I don't know if I'm only going to the bread first because, like, at the moment I'm eating vegetarian. However, pork, guys, a good pork chop, it can heal the world. It can save the nations. I believe in it. And that's why I absolutely love it. So those are my braai essentials, guys. And I'm so jealous of you guys having a braai today.
Girl, we got you. We're going to send you a little scuffy, a little something, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure that your weekend's feeling good.
Yeah, it's important. And you know, with regard to heritage, Zanele, I need to ask you, with regard to South Africa's, rich, diverse heritage, lots of languages, we love all 12 of them. If you could be fluent in any language in the world, what would it be and why is what we're asking you on 063-408-8863. So, Zanele, from your side, love to know, what are we looking at there with regard to a language you want to be fluent in?
Okay, guys, this was really tough. Like, when I was thinking about it, I was like, which one? What language? And I mean, there's so many beautiful languages, especially right here in South Africa. So I definitely think if we had to keep it local, it would be Tswana. But if we had to take it outside, it would definitely be French. Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. I think that's all I know for now. Bonjour.
Snap.
You know?
Yeah, no, because I love Tswana. There's something about it's so beautiful on the tongue. So when people are chatting Tswana around, I'm like, oh, this is so beautiful. I'm hearing, Dumelang, okay, Giteng. It's like there's something beautiful about it. So I would love to be more efficient in Tswana, but for me, it's got to be Spanish. I have to. Every single time, I have to be fluent in Spanish.
Ese.
Gracias.
Hola. I'm sorry, I don't know it when I call. I'm trying here. I'm trying.
You're trying well. It's okay. It's like gracias, señorita. It's lovely.
Thank you. I don't know. Okay, it's fine, Carl. We'll have this conversation. Don't worry about it. Okay.
I love this conversation. We should do this in Spanish and Tswana, or Tswanish, which is a mixture of the two languages. That'd be lovely. But Zanele, of course,
100%.
there's a lot going on in Johannesburg today. We're looking forward to the show. Yeah. And naturally, we have to do the business end as well, which is getting to the news headlines. And of course, Carissa is standing by right now.
4 minutes after 6 o'clock. Let's delve into that news before we get into the rest of your feel-good show. Now we start up with your national news, where the South African Police Service has dismissed over 2,100 officers for corruption in the past 5 years. According to National Commissioner Fani Masemola, speaking at a roadblock in Houghton, Johannesburg, Masemola reaffirmed the police's zero-tolerance approach to corruption, vowing to prosecute those guilty. He also addressed the rise of extortion syndicates, revealing that police have launched a nationwide action plan to combat them. In the past 2 weeks, 14 suspected extortionists were killed in clashes with police across various provinces. Now, sticking to local news, the Department of Correctional Services confirmed that Najwa Peterson, convicted of murdering her husband, music legend Talib Peterson, will be released on parole on November 27th after serving 15 years of a 28-year sentence. The 63-year-old appeared before the parole board with her late husband's family involved in the process. Peterson, who began her sentence in 2009, reportedly participated in various rehabilitation programs. She will be under correctional supervision and is prohibited from granting media interviews during her parole. Looking further afield at your international news headlines, the United States is backing Africa's bid for 2 permanent seats on the United Nations Security Council and 1 rotational seat for small island developing states, as confirmed by SABC News. This move aims to improve relations with Africa, and to strengthen ties with Pacific Island nations to counter China's influence. Additionally, the U.S. supports permanent seats for India, Japan, and Germany on the council. However, U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, stated that the U.S. opposes expanding veto power beyond the current 5 permanent members. The death toll from Typhoon Yagi and the resulting landslides and flash floods in Vietnam has risen to 226. The typhoon, the strongest storm to hit Asia this year, struck Vietnam's northeastern coast on Saturday. Now, over 100 people are still missing and about 800 have been injured. Flooding persists in several districts of Hanoi. Now, the city evacuated thousands near the swollen Red River, which reached a 20-year high. A charity organization reported that, and I quote, "Many people who barely had anything have lost everything," end quote. Now we close up your 6 o'clock news with the story about a rock star. Jon Bon Jovi showed he's much more than a rock star when he helped save a life in Nashvillian Tuesday. While filming a music video, Bon Jovi and his team encountered a distressed woman on the ledge of the Sage Heather pedestrian bridge in Nashville, Tennessee. Footage released by the Nashville Police Department shows Bon Jovi speaking with the woman who stood on the outside of the railing. With compassion and also patience, he and a team member gently coaxed her back to safety. After crossing the railing, the emotional woman hugged the It's My Life and Bed of Roses singer. She was later taken to a local hospital for care. Bon Jovi, respecting her privacy, declined to comment further. I love to see Bon Jovi going beyond the music and helping save lives on a day-to-day. That's where we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's head into your sports. Here's Carl with the latest.
Thanks a lot, Carissa. It turns out that Man City's living on a prayer at the moment. The hearing into Manchester City's 115 alleged breaches of Premier League financial regulations is set to begin on Monday. The charges, which date back to the 2009-2010 season, were referred to an independent commission in February 2023. City are accused of failing to provide accurate financial information and not adhering to UEFA's financial fair play rules from 2013 to 2018, as well as the Premier League's profit and sustainability regulations between 2015 and 2018. So yes, the Premier League restarts with drama this weekend. On to some rugby. Former Springbok Sevens captain Philip Snyman has officially been named head coach of the Blitzboks after serving as interim coach for the past 6 months. Snyman stepped in during a difficult period in March, guiding the team to victory in the World Rugby Sevens Repechage tournament, which secured their spot at the Paris Olympics, where they claimed a bronze medal. SA Rugby CEO Rian Oberholzer confirmed that Snyman's appointment will extend through to the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. Now, staying with rugby, Morne van den Berg has been called up as an injury replacement for Grant Williams ahead of the Springboks' Rugby Championship match against Argentina. That'll be on Saturday, the 21st of September. Williams, who started at scrum half against the All Blacks last weekend, was sidelined due to an arm injury. Van den Berg, who debuted against Portugal in Bloemfontein and earned his first start in Perth against Australia, joined the Springbok squad in Stellenbosch on Thursday afternoon to prepare for the upcoming clash. And then on to tennis action. Germany continued their strong form in the Davis Cup group stage final, sweeping past Chile 3-0 to maintain a perfect record after 2 ties. Despite missing key players, including world number 2 Alexander Zverev, the German team dominated their Group C matchup in Zhuhai, China. And the group also features the United States and Slovakia, with Germany set to face the 32-time champions USA on Saturday. Chile, who lost 3-0 to the United States earlier, will take on Slovakia. That'll be on Sunday. And that's it for sport for now. Another update in 1 hour. And as always, we need to give you an idea as to what to wear. So here's your weather, and here's Zanele.
Let's check out what's happening with the weather indeed, Mzansi. So first and foremost, the South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger in the eastern parts of Northern Cape, Northwest Province, Southwestern Limpopo, Free State, Northern Eastern Cape and Northern KZN. The rest of the country will experience hot and windy weather, with several provinces facing very high temperatures. Skukuza in Kruger National Park and Palabarwa in Limpopo are set to reach a scorching 36 degrees Celsius. Rustenburg and Vryburg in Northwest will see 34 degrees Celsius. In contrast, the Western Cape will remain relatively cool, with temperatures under 20 degrees Celsius in most areas. Now, we always ask you to send us your sunrise of the week. Show us what you're waking up to. And a huge shout out to Fezile from Johannesburg, who sent us a picture that I think should go in books and movies and everywhere, because look at this. My love, this is absolutely stunning. You make me want to come there where you are and see the sunrise. It's absolutely gorgeous. The Johannesburg skyline with a little bit of orange mixed with yellow. I love it. And I hope it made your day and your week, Fezile, because you made ours 100%. So please send us yours, beautiful Expresso family. 063-408-8863. What is your sunrise view this morning? Now, as we continue with the rest of the day, let's get you all dressed up in terms of what's happening with temperatures on your side of life.
Oh, lovely temperatures, eh? Giving you an idea of what to wear today on your Feel Good Breakfast Show and everywhere else. But of course, there are still some other things coming up, including our coffee.
Please call.
Yes, I got you covered. Don't worry about it.
Thank you so much. I love being served here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But listen, we're also going to serve you up some goodness in terms of entertainment, from sports to the world of celebrities. We still have, thank you so much, award-winning celebrity stylist Pupo Gumede, who's going to come on through, because he's been breaking records, let me tell you. And we need to find out exactly how to be as great as them.
And then another thing we have to talk about is that Max Verstappen's been without a win for a while in F1. Azerbaijan's coming up. It could be a track that would be more suited for Verstappen style, so we have to unpack that. So we have Delusha Daniels coming in just for a little bit of an unpacking of the F1. I know you're a big fan, so we're going to make sure that we get that unpacked for you ahead of the Azerbaijan F1 coming your way shortly. So please stay right there. We are going to miss you, but I want you to come back, please, at your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
One more time.
What? Azerbaijan.
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 Azerbaijan. Verstappen. F1.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso on S3. And I know that you're a massive Formula One fan, so we have to talk about it. Max Verstappen and Red Bull head into the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, aiming to break a tough 6-race streak without a win. I never thought I'd be saying that. Now, with McLaren closing in, the pressure is definitely on to protect their lead. And will this be the race where Red Bull actually bounces back in Baku? We have to chat to radio media personality and F1 enthusiast Delucia Daniels, who is here to make sure that we get all the details ahead of this weekend's race. Delucia, hi.
Good morning.
Good
Hello.
morning. So, Max Verstappen losing. I mean, I've never thought I'd ever be able to say that. I've seen the memes saying, like, what's the best sound in the world? And you hear someone, Max Verstappen's out of the race. Like,
Yes.
I hear that all the time. But it's quite a dip for Red Bull. I'm not sure what's going on there. But you look at Baku, all right, in Azerbaijan, and you see that they've got 90-degree turns.
Yeah.
And knowing that Verstappen is so good on the control of speed, is this the one where he bounces back? That's the question.
I hate to say this, but no.
Is it not?
I don't think so.
Here
I
we
think
go.
if you look at
Yeah.
how well Charles Leclerc has done in Baku in the past few years,
Yes.
he's been on pole for 3 consecutive years.
Yes.
And he has the lap record as well. So I think that when I look at going into this weekend for Max,
Yeah.
it's not going to be a Red Bull's weekend at all. That includes Checo, and he's the king of the streets. I think that it's not that the rules last time out, and in Monza it was kind of like, what are papaya rules? What does that mean? And it basically means that they can race each other respectfully. But at this point, they've officially said now, we are going to favor Lando. Lando is only 62 points behind Verstappen as well.
Okay.
And I feel like they have an opportunity to win Driver Championship and Constructors, the first time in years. So we've really opened the door for another team to come through and flourish, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but
Yes.
also it feels like we're entering a new era of Formula One.
I like the era. I like the era
Yeah.
where it's unpredictable. You know, I think it's becoming, dare I say it, but there's a certain boredom around having this one-horse race or two-horse races. I like the interest around Constructors' Championship. I love to see the race there, but then at the same time, on the leaderboard, I like to see things change there a
Yeah.
lot more, as opposed to one person predictably being on top and not losing a single race. And I love this. It's exciting for me. I feel like it's the soapy of Formula One that I've always wanted, and it's happening right now. So in walks a new heartthrob into the soapy, Sergio Perez, ahead of Baku. If you look at Sergio Perez and the records that Perez has dropped here, what are you thinking in terms of this race for Perez?
I think it's going to be important for Red Bull to do what they can to get the maximum amount of points.
Yeah.
You really are in a battle now. It's not going to be that complacent energy that we had last year where they were thriving, they were dominant. I think the only race they didn't win was in Singapore with Carlos Sainz last year. So
Yes.
this year we've had 7 different
Yeah.
race winners. The last time Max won, for example, was in Spain. That was 6 races ago. We've still got 5 races to go for the
Yes.
rest of the season. And I think with Checo especially, he hasn't had a great season. We know this.
A bit of improvement here and there. In terms of them going in, what are we thinking? Because you said you want to see some other teams coming through into the four as well.
Absolutely.
So, yes, Red Bull, McLaren, lovely. Ferrari, always been a name in Formula One. Mercedes, definitely as well. What are we thinking going into Baku and also for the rest of the season, the balance of the season? You said 5 races left.
Yeah.
With Ferrari and Mercedes. Is Baku like a turning point in the season for you? Is this a place where we kind of know what's going to happen for the next 5 races? Is it going to be like a sort of determining type of race in Azerbaijan?
Absolutely. I think that when you look at the constructors alone, 8 points behind Red Bull is McLaren. Behind McLaren, 31 points actually is only a Ferrari. So now you've got this three-way battle. That's the first thing.
Yes.
The minute McLaren goes into the lead, which I definitely think they're going to this weekend, Ferrari is going to capitalize on that as well. Their cars work for them. We saw it in Monza. Leclerc had a beautiful race, a fabulous one-stop. And I think that this weekend as well, Leclerc has got the lap record. He has set it in 2019. He's done so many good things at Baku. Granted, he's never won. He's never been able to convert his poles. But I think that given how well they did in Monza and the morale in the team, I definitely think that they have a very good shot at standing on the podium.
All right.
Definitely.
This is an exciting weekend. Can you hear Delucia? And the way you packaged it is so brilliant because I'm very excited now. But the soapy that is Formula One, who will be dating who? It feels like a reality TV show. It's like the Love Island of racing. But of course, it's happening at Azerbaijan. That's where the island is. Baku is the racetrack, a very unpredictable one as well. Lots of turns, lots of 90 degrees as well. It's going to be an epic one. So make sure you get ready and back your team. And will McLaren win the Constructors' Championship? We'll find that out soon enough. It's going to be a good one.
Well, Max Verstappen may not be ahead of his game when it comes to winning, but you definitely could be. You got to listen up, come closer to the TV, and hear me out on this one. Powerball is estimated at a staggering 106 million rand jackpot this Friday. Now, you don't want to miss out, of course. It's a lot of money to be had. All you have to do is play now and stand a chance to bag the life-changing jackpot of 106 million rand. You're wondering, Carissa, how can I get my hands on it? Well, you can buy your tickets today in-store on the National Lottery.co.za website, or even on the mobile app. Cell phone banking is there for you, or you could simply take your phone and dial star 120 star 7529 hash for all USSD. And if you miss any of those details, get your hands on all that money. We've posted all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so please go and check them out to get in the running to Panda Pusher Play Powerball for an estimated 106 million rand jackpot today. And listen, you could be toasting to the big life with your big millions. And one person that I know knows how to do a toast very well is Carl, because if Carl won 106 million, then 100% he would say thank you to the nation. Hopefully, also give me some money.
I would. I don't want to walk in bearing too much bad news, but I have to.
Okay.
And the Expresso family, we have just learnt that a servant to this country over many, many decades, Pravin Gordon, has passed away. And we would like to share our condolences to the family of Pravin Gordon, as well as just a little nod to what is an incredible legacy. A lot of individuals have backed his work as work steeped in a very, very, very good defender of this country, somebody who has obliterated any sort of corruption when he had his hand in any sort of project, but of course, more importantly, a father, a great family man, a fantastic servant to this country. And from the Expresso family to you, as well as your definitely your family, Pravin Gordon, thank you so much for all of your service. Thank you so much for being a beacon of light and for serving so beautifully. And this is a message brought to you by our Expresso family to yours. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's something that we just needed to share. And of course, it's a very, very sad time. So let's take stock and remember Pravin Gordon's legacy as a fantastic ambassador for South Africa.
Absolutely.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. And my lovely spring has sprung officially. And we want to make sure that you are in the best way when it comes to fashion. This is why we had to bring a fashion icon. Somebody who is a Pan-African award-winning celebrity stylist. He is someone who has broken the record for being the first person to style 21 magazine covers under the age of 21. And honestly and truly, there's nothing he can't do, from being a creative director to a reality TV star to absolutely everything in between. Everyone, this is someone I genuinely feel like is taking South African fashion, not just across the continent, but all over the globe. Please welcome Pupo Kumete K. Pupo, how are you?
Hi, Z.
How are you?
Good morning, Expresso. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, Faye. We're glad that you woke up for us. Thank you.
Oh my God, that part.
You made it. That's what matters. That's what matters. But Pupo, I want us to dive right into it because, of course, your name, Pupo, means dream. And this is something that I think was such a beautiful premonition from your family to kind of be like, go and achieve all the dreams that you might have or what you're meant to do here on this earth. So speak to us about that. Who named you Pupo? And where did the dream of being this fashion icon come from?
So my eldest sister, Lerato, actually named me Pupo. She kind of ate with that.
She really
yeah,
did.
she really ate with that.
Yes.
So yeah, I owe her my entire life because of that.
Literally.
So yeah, I'm just, well, that's Pupo, and I'm a young South African, Pan-African award-winning stylist, and just a dreamer in general.
Where did the dream begin, though, for you?
I always wanted to be in fashion, even though I got derailed a bit and wanted to pursue other things like medicine, but I quickly swung back into fashion because, I mean, when you are a creative, it's a higher calling.
Sure.
You just cannot ignore it. I mean, you can, but I chose not to. So a couple of years later, I'm here,
Honey.
having breakfast with you
Honey,
on SABC 3.
Oh, please, honey. You are having breakfast in crazy places. I'm seeing one of your travels, okay? Hilarious thing. I also wanted to be a doctor, Gezana. Please look at us. Please look at us.
I think we must go back.
No.
Oh,
I'm fine.
okay, we're
I'm okay.
fine here.
I'm fine
Okay,
here. I'm fine
okay,
here.
okay.
Thank you. I always say I'm a doctor of the airways, so you're a doctor
Right,
of fashion.
right.
That's it.
So much sense.
I get it,
much
right?
sense.
But Frida, I want to ask you, because like I say, you've done so much.
Thank you.
21 covers under 21. You are award-winning. You're being recognized not just on the African continent, but all around the world, which is incredible. But one for you, would you say, has been your biggest highlight so far?
I think cracking the Forbes 30 under 30, like that was
Wow.
I think to this day, I'm still gonna be in disbelief because what?
Yeah.
You know, because Forbes is a very serious business publication thingy, and I never even dreamt of that. So that was quite cool.
That's amazing. That's cool. It's all right. Imagine. And who's been your highlight to style so far? Because you styled a lot of big names.
I have a lot of names, but I think at the top of my mind, I would say Two-Face Idibia from Nigeria. He's like a Nigerian mega star.
Literally.
So me being able to be like, oh no, Two-Face, you're not wearing those shoes, you're wearing these shoes, was mind-blowing. I thought about it for the whole day.
Yes, I love that. You were large and in charge,
I
baby.
said, oh no, you are listening to me.
Yes.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
Oh, honey, you've done so many amazing people, and it's absolutely incredible to see. But it's time now for us to get into you amplifying my look.
Oh.
Yes,
so
Expresso family. I forgot to mention he's going to amplify my look today. I'm so excited. I'm
excited.
Yes.
So this is the breakfast we're talking about. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's get into it. Okay, how are you going to make this look go from this to something like, I don't know.
Like an island.
Do you know, I was
let's
thinking
go
the
to
same
an
thing.
island.
Yes.
You know, I mean, travel is so big right now.
Yes.
So this
take
makes
off
so
the
much
shoes.
sense. So we can start with replacing the heels
Okay.
with the sandals.
Nice. Okay. These are cute.
And then let's just turn up.
Wait, you see stylists, Kesana, they have like a proper plan. For me, these jeans were fine. But no.
You can't be on an island with jeans that go to your ankle.
Sana, okay, I'm so sorry.
And then we'll use this scarf. So blue is really having a moment right now. I think it's the color of the season.
You think so?
Yeah. I am also having a moment with blue. Blue is having a moment with me. It's sort of like a mutual moment.
I love that. And can I please tell you, I think it was sometime last year, and I was like, blue's gonna make a comeback in fashion, but I didn't know like how or when.
Also, you predicted blue's comeback.
I did.
Oh no, it's definitely having a big moment right now. I think with the quite luxury aesthetic coming back, your European fashion making like a huge statement.
Yeah.
So it makes so much sense that blue is quintessential to that entire aesthetic.
I love that. And what about florals? Are they still in for the spring?
Oh my, florals for spring, groundbreaking.
Not the sarcasm now.
And
Yes.
then I think we can maybe just unbutton this a bit.
Okay.
Just to keep it that cash holiday look.
Cash
We
vibe.
are on an island. Oh, this is a stubborn button.
There we go.
Okay, and
Are we gonna do both of them?
yes.
Love that.
Okay, and then I think 3 of them.
3 of them. Ooh.
And then,
honey.
okay.
All right. And my Pupo, in terms of just like, styling people, what goes into you and sort of deciding what you're going to put them in? Do you stalk them on Instagram? Do you ask them?
Not stalk.
Hi, stalking, Sana.
I mean, it really depends what the client's needs are. Sometimes you have to go to an award show. Sometimes you have to go to a game reserve. I always say the most important part of style
Yes.
is the where and when.
Yes.
That's when you you are a stylish person because wearing a ball gown to a brunch is so ...
But so you gotta have timing when it comes to this fashion thing.
It's so important. It's like dancing. Like you just have to hit it on the right beats. Solid gold accessories are also having a moment right now.
Yes.
And then obviously nude has seen a very huge comeback.
Love that.
And then you are on an island.
Here I am, everybody. I'm off to Greece. Please, Expresso, accept this as my, what we call, leave. It's my leave application. This is my leave application. Thank you very much. I'm going to Greece. Oh, I absolutely love this pool, and I feel so comfortable.
Right?
But I feel fabulous. I feel cute. I feel like, the sun can come at me, but I'm protected.
I think let's have someone else take over this. Let's just go hop on a jet now.
Do you know what I
and
mean?
leave.
All right. With that being said, Expresso family, I'm about to be out of here. I'm off to Greece with Pupo Kumete K. Thank you very much. However, this right now is where I ask you as well. What else is there for Pupo?
So, the end of the year is coming off very strongly. I've recently been nominated in Nigeria at the Global Entrepreneurship Awards. I've been nominated in
He doesn't even know the
Ghana
country.
as well.
Yeah.
So I am gonna be traveling a bit.
Love it.
Paris Fashion Week coming up.
And if someone wants to get styled by you?
You can contact me on my website, www.pupokumetek.com. But also, if you wanna have basically, if you want to be styled by me but on a budget, you can go on my website, rent a dress, where you can actually rent a dress for a matric dance, a award show,
Come on.
a wedding, a pregnancy photo shoot.
Love it.
Every single thing. We have clothes for every single person in all sizes.
Beautiful. Expresso family. His name is Pupo Kumete K, celebrity stylist, award-winning. That is, thank you very much. Forbes top 30, under 30, and everything else in between. You heard where to find him. And right about now, I need to ask, Cape TZ, what do you think of my look, huh? Don't you love it?
Hey, man. All I'm telling you, Zanele, that it's going to be a hot girl summer indeed. And when you go to Greece, please just get me that seat next to you. A one-way flight, girl. We're not coming back. That's all I'm saying. Yes, she agrees. We're here for it. Okay, the Hot Girl Summer is going to continue because we're making popsicles. But before we get there, if you are looking for a fun, creative way to enjoy your favorite juice, we've got just the thing. It is so simple to create. It is a fruity popsicle, so vibrant with design. It really makes for the perfect spring occasion. And I brought in the great Delucia Daniels to help me create something delicious. You've got the berry flavor. I've got the apple. But you know what? Can I tell you, you could make a berry apple flavor.
I think you read my mind because that's what I want to do.
The combination?
I'm someone who likes to combine things as well, so I feel like this is the perfect time to do
Come on. What's really great is that you could layer it, right? Like as we go in, you could do half apple and then half juice, half berry. But you could also combine the two together. So how we do it, 3 simple steps. Take the stick, place them in. Okay? That's probably going to be the most difficult part of this. Then you've got some fruit as well. You've got grapefruit and lemon. Do you like some citrusy flavors?
I do. I think it really just adds a little bit of a zing to it, especially with the berry.
Yes.
It cuts through that. But also, I feel like this is so fun for kids.
It is. I'm telling you, it is a family activity. Or if you want to get your girls around on a beautiful hot summer's day when summer finally hits South Africa officially and we can make it happen. All right. I've got the Clover Crush. Of course, I've got the apple juice, 100% fruit juice going right in. And then all you have to do is gather some patience, just a couple of hours in the freezer, and you have some popsicles. The last one I'm going to mix.
Yeah, you take my one.
This one, you take
Thank
that
you.
one. Caring is sharing. Sharing is caring. Okay, I'm going to mix those two together.
There we go.
Let's put some apple juice in
Can I
here.
smell an apple, please?
do.
Thank you.
We're going to have a delicious fruit popsicle combination of everything. Well, listen, Crush 100% fruit juice offers a premium natural taste that brings authentic fruit flavors to every one of your days and every bite of these popsicles. It also is just such an affordable, refreshing fruit flavor in these little juice bottles over here. And you can have it for yourself if you like the size of this, and even for your family too. And it complements the frozen treats that we're doing, offering a delicious sweetness and convenience at every single pop. Now with Crush's wide variety of flavors, from citrusy orange to tropical flavors, these popsicles can be customized to suit any preference, making them ideal, as Delucia said, for kids and also adults alike. And I'm kind of like a kid in an adult's body.
Yes.
So anytime I get to do these fun things, I'm like, yes, my inner child is screaming. What else do you like for summer? If you think about like summer treats, what comes to mind?
I think I'm all about having a really good, fresh made orange juice. That's my favorite thing to do. And I feel like this is something that is very similar to
Absolutely.
that. And also a good fruit bowl. Like I feel like that's so satisfying. Frozen fruit, if you've tried that,
Frozen
I highly
grapes?
recommend that. Yes.
Oh my gosh,
that has been my
life-changing.
go-to. It's delicious. And I feel like also just kind of getting into the groove of summer, having a lot of very fresh products.
Yeah.
That's the go-to. What's yours?
And I definitely, on that note, crave more fresh fruit in summer as well. Winter, you want hot, warming dishes, but in summer, it's like, give me an apple, give me a grapefruit.
Yeah.
I don't even eat grapefruits like that, but give me a grapefruit. I also love a salad. I love a crunch. I love a cold crunch. And anything that offers that, I am here for it. And paired with some juice, I mean, come on.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I'm telling you, add some ice to this and we are good to go. You could also make like very cute mocktails, which we did early on this week. And of course, the popsicles, which are so great for the kids. If you cut this in half, I think it'll be so beautiful to see in the front of that too. I mean, look at that.
I mean, I think I skipped the cutting in half and I just shoved it in.
I can tell. You just shoved the whole thing in. I love that, Deluche. We're not wasting any time here. You could also put like edible flowers inside. And if you swirl some milk in it, it creates like this marble effect. So incredible. Absolutely love that. Well, for a cool and colorful weekend treat, try these crush-filled fruity spring popsicles. And all you have to do is get the recipe on our website. You can find it at expressoshow.com. Happy spring summer days await you, so do that.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.
It is a hot girl summer, but we are including JP because you're one of the girls now, JP.
Yes.
Yes.
How do I do girly things? Like, how do I eat this like a lady?
I don't know.
A knife and fork, right?
I don't know what. Excuse me. We know how to use our mouths, okay? Stop it.
We're from a tradition of bompies, aren't we? So
Exactly.
I should be holding it like this.
Well, listen, JP is here not only to eat our popsicles, but also because we're going to be talking about some movies, right? And I'm very excited to get into that. We get to sit on the couch and give you some entertainment as far as what you can expect on the big screen. And then we're also going to be talking about the Premier League. Yes, we're talking sports, and that's going to continue in just a little bit. I wonder if your team is going to be on the top of the leaderboard. Well, you'll find out soon on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Delucia, pass me on.
This is decent.
Feel the spring in your step without worrying about allergies cramping your style.
That's right. This season, that's a thing of the past with Allergex Non-Drowsy and Expresso's spring competition.
Yeah, giving you a chance to win 2,000 Rand each week. Simply answer the weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages and include the hashtag Allergex Non-Drowsy in your answer. T's and C's apply.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
And just like that, you are back with your Feel Good Breakfast Show with the best presenters in the land. And I'm telling you, you are here for a good time because, yes, it's the weekend, but also we're chatting all things to do with movies. It's one of my favorite subjects outside of pop culture, although it kind of falls into pop culture.
It absolutely is.
Yeah. JP Sebastian is
primarily.
here. And we're going to talk about 3 movies in particular.
Yeah, and 3 that are decent. Okay, one that's got me intrigued because I haven't seen it just yet. One that I think that you'll like too.
Ooh.
In fact, we'll start with that one.
Okay, let's do it.
Speak No Evil.
I like the name already.
Do you know anything about it? You heard anything about it?
So I
suppose you
love
can't
James
hear it.
McAvoy.
Dude is so good, right?
He is so good.
Obviously, your first memory is Split, or like your most recent memory, Split.
Probably Split, yes. But that, although he did release a couple, I love the first one. I think there was a second one.
Oh yeah, there was where they bring in Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes,
Willis
on the
et cetera, et
wheelchair.
cetera. That's right, and then obviously he was so great as Professor X in X-Men as well.
Of course.
But the dude keeps bringing the noise, and I think that this one might be good.
Okay.
It's based on, and I hate when Hollywood does this though. It's a Danish movie that was only 2 years ago, and then Hollywood's like, "Yay, maybe we should translate this for whatever reason." I'm sure you can just watch the Danish movie too, but we love seeing
But
this.
they
man.
also know that not many people are watching foreign films, or have the tides changed? I don't know.
Why not, man? Like, it's like, anyway, whatever. Now we're getting into another debate about subtitles and whatever. Let's talk about Speak No Evil. So it's a psychological horror.
Oh, I love it. That's my
It's a
favorite
good
genre.
start, that's right. And 2 young couples, and they both got their little kidlets with them, go on vacation, and they just happen to hit it off. They don't know each other, complete strangers, and seem like they, got a good vibe together. They gel, and everything's idyllic, and it's, I don't know, whatever the south of France looks like, whatever. And then get invited over to the British couple's house, James McAvoy's house, where it's
With the kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that seem strange? I suppose. I don't know. Well, you're
Where is this going?
You're,
I'm
you're
like,
asking
oh.
for trouble because it's complete strangers. Like,
my
so the
goodness.
original director, Danish guy, was like, he nearly hit it off with a couple like this when he was with his wife and whatever. And he was like, he said no to their invite to go to the house because we were like, I just met you.
Why would I?
Well, I don't know you.
I live in South Africa. There's absolutely no way.
So this is one of the sort of like the rabbit holes that this couple falls down, and that's Scoot McNairy and Mackenzie Davis, who once they get there, stuff starts to go a bit sideways. Stuff starts to get a bit weird, and apparently the movie's like it's wound real tight. So more and more you're like, wait, was that a joke? Was he just giggling with his wife? Was that one-liner like, or was that them secretly saying, hey, our marriage is about to explode while you're here on the weekend?
Oh, yeah.
You also find out that the kid who he's addressing now, he's not able to speak, and I think you find out that it looks like his tongue was cut out or something like that. I haven't seen it, so I don't know if you know the details, but it looks like
that was a creepy smile, I have to say.
And who bet? Yeah, that's a less fortunate smile, but poor dude. It might be in an abusive situation with a creep that James McAvoy is. We don't know. Is it a cult? Is it just a heavily abusive, horrible father?
Right.
I don't know the details. Definitely gonna have twists and turns, and it looks like obviously it's gonna have the feeling of, you might remember obviously Get Out, we spoke about just recently as well, where it's like, wait, this is a white picket fence family. What's the worst that could happen?
It seems like that is quite a theme in Hollywood right now, because even Nicole Kidman is in this recent series where her marriage, it's like a perfect marriage, but behind closed doors there is so much more happening, and it is so incredibly good.
I think that stuff's probably coming out because, you know, we're with stuff like the Me Too movement, realizing that, hey, that pretty face wasn't actually, you know, the guy next door is not necessarily the boy next door kind of thing. So, hey, you also had Josh Hartnett in Trap recently.
Yes.
Bunch of other offerings of pretty men like James McAvoy with something deep under the surface that you don't want to meet. Next movie, however.
I am very excited to talk about the next movie because I also remember this from my childhood, Beetlejuice. Something we shouldn't say 3 times, otherwise all danger and evil will come to you.
Yes.
It's a remake, it's a
You're saying danger and evil, but just so people know, it's a comedy, horror, in the same way the Addams Family is comedy.
How was scary?
Really, okay. When you're a kid, and the first one came out was 1988, so it's been a while, and it's all the original cast: Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, Winona Ryder, who, I mean, there's another lady who deserves another chance from Hollywood.
Wednesday.
Jenna Ortega.
Yes.
That's right. She's such a great little actress. And man, she's got a bright future ahead of her. She's so good in this, especially since you're now part of the original cast.
Yes.
And she stands shoulder to shoulder with these people.
Crazy.
So I'm not a major Tim Burton fan.
Blasphemy.
I was expecting to roll my eyes at this.
Oh my goodness.
And surprise, surprise, it's pleasantly fun.
Not surprised.
No,
brilliant.
as in from a dude who, in my position, who was like such a, you know, stick in the mud about Tim Burton, actually ended up being tons of fun. And it was such a jolt in that it's so rare that movies feel like, wait, it's about nothing. It's like everything feels like there has to be a lever, a twist, a function that we're working towards. Every superhero movie, and they have their reasons for being like that too. Even movies I love, like Dune. It's like there has to be this spiritual revolution, this change. But like it's like you're watching like The Outer Limits, an episode where like, it's fine that nothing happens. It's hilarious in parts.
It is what it is.
And then when that started to get too langdradig and lag a bit, I was like, you know what this could use? It could use a little bit of X and Y, and surprise, surprise, it actually delivers at the end.
Ooh, surprise to you again, not to us.
To me, no. I know that the huge Tim Burton stands.
We love Tim Burton over here.
Super happy with themselves. This has been out for a week, by the way, so you catch it while you can.
I definitely want to catch that. Beetlejuice, Speak No Evil. Let's talk about another movie that you have for us. Let's see. We've
Howl's Moving Castle is
I was going to say, we're moving into anime again.
Yeah, so that festival is ongoing, and sadly, this will be the last offering. This has also been out for a week. You have one more weekend and probably a Tuesday to see this still. As you saw at the top of the post here, this is also the 20th anniversary of this movie.
Wow.
Came out in 2004. A little interesting bit of trivia about that. Now, previously, I told you that this director, Hayao Miyazaki, won the Oscar for Spirited Away, which also thought was a masterpiece. Oh, man, that shot. There's so many shots in this animation that it's just sublime, that make your mind like glaze over and go, am I dreaming? It's
Maybe.
one of the most beautiful things ever made. But the little piece of trivia I was telling you is that he won the Oscar, refused to go to the Academy to collect the Oscar because he said he wouldn't go to a country that's bombing Iraq.
Yeah.
And then made this as an answer to that situation. The movie is anti-war. And it's got this great message that a lot of people are going to be telling you to get off the bench, join in, especially as experts, because Howl is this wizard who has magical powers where he can go onto either side and help either army to win this large war that's being waged on the side. But we really should just be pursuing love. We should be pursuing how do we protect those closest to us? How do we protect life? And it's just another one of these movies where it's like,
In the heart.
Experts, do not be pulled off the bench by the military-industrial complex. We should be helping people, not harming people. Howl's Moving Castle is the message, and it's a masterpiece, and you have one more weekend for it.
What a note to end on. I absolutely love that. Pursuit of love is what we really need at the end of the day. Listen, Zanele, 3 great movies across a couple of different genres. I mean, we had psychological horrors, we had anime, and of course we have Beetlejuice. Which one are you looking forward to most?
I'm definitely looking forward to Beetlejuice. Because for me, I feel like it's such an iconic character. And I feel like for me, I also just haven't explored Beetlejuice as much as I should have in the past. So definitely Beetlejuice. Friend.
You see, that's twice you've said it 3 times.
We've said it 3 times. Watch your back, Sanele. Something might just happen to you.
Please.
Me too, though.
Please. I'm invincible. Get out of here.
What else is coming
Expresso
up on the
family.
Feel Good Breakfast Show?
Oh, of course, my Carissa. Let me tell you, we still need to get into the English Premier League matches coming up this weekend. Of course, last weekend it was a quiet one. This weekend, we need to get into it properly because there's even Fantasy League matches you must look at and everything and whatnot. So, friend, stick around for that. Then we also get to meet someone who I'm so excited for you to see. Her name is Stacey Gossena, and she is a fan contestant on Tropical Island of Treasure Season 11. Yes, happening in Zanzibar. It's all happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to the Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, and we are diving into one of the most emotional weekends, the return of the Premier League. And this is the time where all of the tears are tugged, the anger is evoked. And of course, after an international break, there's also the frustration of this being missing for the past 2 weeks. We have 8 thrilling matches set for Saturday, 2 more on Sunday. All eyes are on the highly anticipated North London derby as teams aim to either build momentum or bounce back from slow starts. And we've got 2 individuals on the couch to discuss and to argue with one another. Lorenzo Taris as well as Delucia Daniels ahead of match day 4. Here it comes. Are you ready for the emotional intrigue that Eric Ten Hag can give you?
Intrigue?
Yes.
Intrigue is not even a word in my vocabulary at the moment. It's called mental health. Mental
Okay,
health.
that's- that's
There's
important,
11
eh?
men,
That's-
11 men chasing a ball, determining how my weekend is going to end. Is a very nice thing, and you have this little bull Dutchman just telling them where to go. So yeah, it's very emotional.
I win trophies. That's all that matters.
That's all that
matters. And that my
don't know
job
if
is
my-
not That's what he sounds like. Delucia, who do you support if you don't mind me asking?
Man City.
You're a Manchester City person.
2004.
Yes.
2004. 2004.
It's okay, don't worry. No, it's fine. You need to pick a team. Okay, so North London derby. Let's unpack this for a second.
Yeah.
I think the first thing that lifts my eyebrows is Odegaard. I mean, this guy is the instrument of just domination in that Arsenal midfield. And when I saw him limping off already, I looked at the North London derby. I'm like, hey, so
well
there's a
calculated.
chance. So let's set the scene over here. What is actually going on behind the scenes? I'm assuming Odegaard definitely not going to be making it for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's out. But sad, you know, he's a talisman, controls the game, controls the team. You need someone like that. And I always say that when it comes to teams that are young, with, you know, the team that Mikel Arteta was trying to build 2 seasons ago. Figure it out, Mikel Arteta is gonna play something brilliant, you know.
Leandro Trossard may be a good option there.
Yeah,
actually,
you
as
need
a
to
cam.
step up. You need to step up with these things. And the Arsenal team has stepped up. And I feel that they're moving into the transition of a senior team now, not a younger team that what we were calling them 2 seasons ago. Oh, they were lucky. These guys are stepping up. They are playing the way the way senior teams are playing. If you look at what Manchester City is doing, you know, every time someone steps out, someone else can just pop into the team, and they continue from where it left off. And that's what I'm loving at the moment. I don't know. Am I moving away from United? I'm getting scared now.
I'm getting scared. Don't worry. Just one thing, Delucia. Now, Mikel Arteta signed a new long-term deal. And since we are talking about the philosophy of Arsenal, let's just have a chat, because I know you're a City fan. But it's always good to look at philosophy. So you've peeked over the wall and you've seen Arsenal and that program, that sort of conveyor belt of talent that's coming through in any position. Also, there's a certain air of total football there. You almost feel like, you know, somebody like a Saliba can play striker if he wants to. You know, it feels like that sometimes. So what does this mean for Arsenal, for you, for a long-term contract on a coach like that? Obviously, there's massive faith.
I think that is also a great example of how you build a good team going into the future. I think Lorenzo said it quite nicely, where they've kind of elevated themselves into looking like a proper senior Premier League team.
Yes.
And I think that this is good momentum for them to carry on for the rest of the season as well. This contract almost solidifies that, hey, we're doing something right. Let's continue on this path, because I feel like maybe in a season or 2, they could become the Premier League winners.
Well, we could only fit in the North London derby at the moment. There's so many other ties over there. In fact, there are a lot of fixtures coming up this weekend that we can even track through as well with you two. But I think there's some big ones as we go along. You know, I don't want to mention, but I'm going to Manchester United. They're in action this weekend as well.
Yes, against Liverpool B.
Against...
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Liverpool B.
They're the fixtures for you, okay? Let's just focus here. Southampton, Manchester United, that's the feeder team, you know? Brighton, Ipswich is very interesting, because I feel like Ipswich, thanks to Ed Sheeran, might have a go there. Crystal Palace and Leicester, another exciting encounter between like that. Fulham, West Ham, Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. I don't think Nottingham Forest is going to roll over there. I know Victor Moses has been also resurrected by them on a free, which is a nice little exciting connection. There's so many things. That's great. That was for Luton, by the way, Victor Moses. So I like the fact that it's going to be a nice sort of look at the players coming up in international football. We'd love to discuss more about Manchester United, but Lorenzo, we want to make sure that he's a happy man this morning, and we're going to keep him happy like that. So thanks a lot for all the contributions. Appreciate that. All the best this weekend.
I won't see you on Monday.
You will, man.
Yes,
Don't worry.
I won't see you on Monday.
I'll send you some tissues.
Oh,
thank you.
There you go, tissues.
Well, enjoy the Premier League this weekend. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's get into your national and international news. Now, we start off with some heartbreaking news as the country is in mourning after former Public Enterprises Minister Pravin Gordhan has died at the age of 75, surrounded by his family. Now, Gordhan made his mark in South African politics. He joined the Natal Indian Congress in 1971 and 4 years later served in its executive council. He became the Minister of Finance from 2009 to 2014 and then moved to the Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, a position he held for a year. Our condolences as Expresso family to their family is being sent. Now we stay with your national news, where President Cyril Ramaphosa announced plans to transform South Africa into a construction site under a government of national unity to accelerate service delivery. Speaking in the National Council of Provinces, he noted many infrastructure projects have been abandoned, prompting the launch of the Siyahlola program to ensure timely completion. Meanwhile, DA leader John Steenhuisen, addressing the Cape Town's Press Club, acknowledged differences of opinion within the unity government. He emphasized that disagreements, such as the DA's opposition to the Basic Education Laws Amendment or Bella Bill, don't signify the end of the coalition. The South African Police Service has dismissed over 2,100 officers for corruption in the past 5 years, according to National Commissioner Fani Masemola. Speaking at a roadblock in Houghton, Johannesburg, Masemola reaffirmed the police's zero-tolerance approach to corruption, vowing to prosecute those guilty. He also addressed the rise of extortion syndicates, revealing that police have launched a nationwide action plan to combat them. In the past 2 weeks, 14 suspected extortionists were killed in clashes with police across various provinces. Moving on to your international news headlines, the International Committee of the Red Cross reported that 3 of its workers were killed and 2 injured in a strike in eastern Ukraine. Now, the Red Cross condemned the attack as, quote, unconscionable, end quote, emphasizing that it marked vehicles operated in the frontline areas. In Gaza, the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees said 6 of its employees were killed in an Israeli airstrike on a school. Israel's military claimed the strike targeted terrorists using the school for attacks, but took measures to protect civilians. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres condemned the Gaza strike as totally unacceptable. The United States is backing Africa's bid for 2 permanent seats on the United Nations Security Council and 1 rotational seat for small island developing states, as confirmed by SABC News. This move aims to improve relations with Africa and to strengthen ties with the Pacific Island nations to counter Chinese influence. Additionally, the U.S. supports permanent seats for India, Japan, and Germany on the Council. However, U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, stated that the U.S. opposes expanding veto power beyond the current 5 permanent members. Now that's where we leave your 7 o'clock news for this Friday morning. Let's check in with your sports.
Premier League action continues this weekend, and we start with some drama. As always, the hearing into Manchester City's 115 alleged breaches of Premier League financial regulations is set to begin. That'll be on Monday. The charges, which date back to the 2009-2010 season, were referred to an independent commission in February 2023. City are accused of failing to provide accurate financial information and not adhering to UEFA's financial fair play rules. That was from 2013 to 2018. As well as Premier League profit and sustainability regulations between 2015 and 2018. The drama continues. Let's go over to rugby. Former Springbok Sevens captain Philip Snyman has officially been named head coach of the Blitzboks after serving as interim coach for the past 6 months. Snyman stepped in during a difficult period in March, guiding the team to victory in the World Rugby Sevens Repechage tournament, which secured their spot in the Paris Olympic Games, and as you know, they won a bronze. Now, SA Rugby CEO Rian Oberholzer confirmed that Snyman's appointment will extend through to the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. Let's stay with rugby. Morne van den Berg has been called up as an injury replacement for Grant Williams ahead of the Springboks' Rugby Championship match against Argentina. That'll be on Saturday, the 21st of September. Williams, who started at scrum half against the All Blacks last weekend, was sidelined due to an arm injury. Van den Berg, who debuted against Portugal in Bloemfontein and earned his first start in Perth against Australia, joined the Springbok squad in Stellenbosch on Thursday afternoon to prepare for the upcoming clash. And on to tennis, some Davis Cup action for you. Germany continued their strong form in the Davis Cup group stages. That's the finals, of course, sweeping past Chile 3-0 to maintain a perfect record after 2 ties. Despite missing key players, including world number 2 Alexander Zverev, the German team dominated their Group C matchup in Zhuhai, China. And the group also features the United States and Slovakia, with Germany set to face the 32-time champions USA. That's on Saturday. Chile, who lost 3-0 to the United States earlier, will take on Slovakia on Sunday. That's a wrap of your sporting action on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's take a look at your traffic and get you to work.
Yes, indeed. Let's get you to work on time and safely, shall we? Let's take a look at the traffic in Gauteng. Midrand, back-to-back traffic is being experienced at Olifantsfontein Road. Delays are expected. You may allow for some added travel time over there, please. Then still keeping it in Gauteng, Germiston. Stationary truck on the N12 eastbound at Galuli's interchange. The right lane is blocked with the back of the queue at Halden Hayes interchange. Wherever you're heading, maintain a safe following distance, won't you? And just slow down, yabo. Also, though, we always need to get into your weather just to make sure that you're dressed the right way as you step out. And let's do that right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. The South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger in eastern parts of Northern Cape, Northwest Province, Southwestern Limpopo, Free State, Northern Eastern Cape and Northern KZN. The rest of the country will experience hot and windy weather with several provinces facing very high temperatures. Skukuza in Kruger National Park and Palabarwa in Limpopo are set to reach a scorching 36 degrees Celsius, while over in Rustenburg and Vryburg in Northwest, they'll see a 34 degrees Celsius. In contrast, the Western Cape will remain relatively cool with temperatures under 20 degrees Celsius in most areas. So do get a jacket, Western Capers. However, we always ask you to come through for that sunrise view. 063-408-8863. And Jenny from GQ, aka Gqeberha. My love, you have done the things that need to be done. This is absolutely beautiful. I feel like we're in a surfer movie. You know, I'm ready. I'm ready to go and wait for high tide or something like that. It's so stunning. I feel like we're fighting, hey? But we're fighting for the best picture. And it's absolutely amazing because we want to see what you are waking up to. Send it through 063-408-8863. What is your sunrise view? In the meantime, though, here are your temperatures on Expresso.
Beautiful guitar.
Yeah, I know.
The temperature is looking good today, so you know what to wear. I feel like layering is always a good idea on a day like this. So when it's cold, you're just going to de-layer, and then it's chilled a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? It's important.
I'm so here for that. And let me tell you, on this Friday, you're not only going to be prepared for weather, prepared with entertainment, but also prepared to win some money, okay? Because Powerball is estimated at a staggering 106 million rand jackpot this Friday. And you don't want to miss out. You got to play now and stand the chance to bag this life, and I mean it, life-changing jackpot.
So how do you do that? How do you get the jackpot? I hear you asking. You say this to your TV and then we respond. And it's simple, right? You can walk in a store. They've got the little yellow thing on the counter. You say, hello, I want to get in here. I want to do this. Give me a quick pick. All right, let me choose my numbers. Done and dusted. Nationallottery.co.za. That's the website. The mobile app can work for you. Cell phone banking, lekker. What about simply dialing star 120 star 7529 hash? That is for USSD, of course. That is going to work for you too.
Absolutely, and it is very lekker. We posted all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so please go check them out as you're figuring out weekend plans. Say yes, I want a Panda Pusher Play Powerball for an estimated 106 million rand jackpot today, and I'm telling you, you could be toasting to the big millions. I'm just saying. Clink, clink.
It's going to happen.
I think so. I feel it in my bones.
Definitely will happen now.
So much to come up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Carl,
yeah.
There's cooking that's going to happen.
Braaiing?
But braaiing in particular. I'm telling you.
That's
and
it.
also, we're going to do some makeup. Another one of my favorite things. We're going to reveal another fan contestant when it comes to Tropica Island, Stacey. And I can't wait to show you what she's got behind her swaggy sleeves.
Swaggy sleeves, I like that. Oh, stick around for swaggy sleeves.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
welcome back. You're still on Expresso. And my lovely, today it is a good day. I say that because we get to celebrate again the fact that Tropica Island of Treasure is getting closer and closer. 28th September is when it goes live right here on S3, right? However, we need to get to know some of the fan contestants that are going to be in the show, right? So, my friend, I tell you this much. It is a nail-biting show. It is one that you will never forget because it's taking place in Zanzibar, and it is all about our smooth celebs coming together with their fan contestants, partnering up and trying to make their way to that shared 1 million rand and a brand new Suzuki Jimny each. Yeah, they each get to take one home if they make it all the way to the top and make it as the winners of Tropica Island of Treasure Zanzibar. And my friend, today I am so excited because we are meeting one of our fan contestants who genuinely, she just has it all. She puts it all together in terms of being breathtaking, while being super smart, while being absolutely creative, and so much more, because she's a content creator. But get this, she's also a surgical representative. There's a lot to her. So you know what? I don't want to do any more talking. Watch this, my love.
My name is Stacey Gussain. I'm 27 years old. I come from a tiny little town in the Free State called Viljoenskroon, but I moved to Pretoria and I'm a city girl now. I'm currently working as a surgical medical representative and love what I do, part-time content creator and 2 times business owner. It has been my absolute dream to be on Tropica Island of Treasure for the longest time because I'm such an adventure junkie. I know for a fact I will be able to do well just because I am super sporty, I am adventurous, and let me tell you something, I am game for anything. As you can see, I am very busy at work, and today we're going to do an operation called a kyphoplasty, and that is basically something that we do on a patient who's had a fracture in their vertebra. So let's go. What sets me apart is the fact that I'm determined, I'm very well-rounded. I can actually do what I set my mind to doing and just show how strong I am as a very, very capable woman. And I have a way with people, so I think I'm gonna do just fine. She's a very people's person. With her, you'll never have a dull moment. You know, she always brightens up the room. And yeah, no, she's just an amazing person. I do 100% believe Stacey has the ability to win. She is really good in a team. She's practiced here with us. I'm sure she'll form the best alliances and yeah, climb her way up to the top.
Tropica called me, I already knew what it's about. And I knew that Stacey would be the perfect person for the game show because she's a great team player and she can work under high pressure situations, especially in surgery. So I knew she would be able to take that over towards the game show. I think everyone here at the hospital is rooting for Stacey and we wish her all the best.
Go get him, girl. And when you win, we're going to go on our sport trip. My family dynamic is something very, very special and close to my heart. My family and I are very, very close-knit, and we would honestly do anything for one another. It really comes from home that I just like to be unified with the people around me.
My granddaughter, Stacey, is full of the joys of life. She's very, very energetic, always having a smile or something to say, you know. When she was young, she always had to climb the tallest tree and she had to always do things with her brothers. She's got the will to win and she's got the achieving genes that has come down the family. They've all got that gene born in them to make the best they can.
God gave me a very special daughter. She's capable, confident, kind, willing, thankful and a humble person. What separates Stacey from the other competitors, she's fast, she's agile, she loves to do what she does, she's competitive, she's strong, and she's got a determination and a brave heart, and she's very courageous and got a will to stick with things and not give up.
Stacey, I wish you all the best of luck and God's blessings in whatever you do, because I know what you do will do well.
Stace, I just want you to go and enjoy the journey at the Tropica. May God bless you. May He keep you. May His light shine in you. And may you remember where your strength comes from.
I think one of my biggest strengths on the island is going to be the fact that I was a SA swimmer, and we are on an island, so obviously there's going to be challenges where we're going to have to swim, and I know I'm going to excel. I would either want to be paired with either Bobby or Hungani, just predominantly because I feel like a male will be a great asset to my team just because they think differently. My favorite Tropica flavor by far is the pineapple. It just hits all the spots and it's super sweet. If I win, I would probably invest most of the money, and then I would give some to my mom and dad, and also a little bit to starting a business that I've been wanting to start for the longest time.
It's Free State's finest, everybody. Her name is Stacey Gosset. Come on, Stacey. I absolutely love your dad making the nation emotional. Oh my goodness. Babe, it's so good to see you.
It's so good seeing you too, Zanele.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
I am so excited for us to do what we're doing here today because we're having a little bit of fun. So yes, we're going to hear about Tropica Isle of Treasure from you, but you're also going to be sort of elevating my look because you said you saw me working out with Muntu.
Yeah.
Carissa was working out with Ryan.
Yeah.
And now I kind of need like an island look to go for, this thing that we're doing.
Okay, what are the vibes?
Like maybe like something bright, something like that's going to complement my blue, but that's going to stick on its own. Yeah. You see orange?
Okay,
exactly.
okay, we feel
I love
each
this.
other. We're
Okay,
feeling each other.
so
Okay.
yes, and the thing is, while you do my makeup here, Carissa's going to be getting her makeup done. Carissa, are you ready for this, my beautiful?
I am so ready. I love everything to do with beauty, so please lead us, Stacey. Bernie's here to help us out to replicate what you guys are doing.
Oh, beautiful. I absolutely love it. And you know what, Carissa, I feel like you and we're going to look like absolute magic after our lovely ladies are done with us. And Stacey, I have to ask you, what are you going to be going for exactly, since we're talking about bright colors?
So I'm feeling like you said the island vibe. Your nails is such good inspiration for me at the moment. So I'm definitely going to do like an orangey sunset. It's giving Zanzibar sunset, maybe Zanzibar sunrise.
You're even dressed in a tropical color. I love it. I love it for us.
And the stylist said now that blue is like the new in thing.
Do you know what I mean? Thank you.
Anyway.
Beautiful. Let's get started, my lovely, because we've got some things to chat about.
Okay,
I'm
let's
ready
do it.
for you. Yes. Okay. I love this. And it's just, are we just going to be doing my eyeshadow? Is that it?
Yeah, we are. Maybe give some color to the face, but definitely want to get the eyes to pop.
Okay, I love this. But babe, I have to ask you, because 28th of September, it's a big day. It's a huge day.
You don't have to tell me.
What are you most looking forward to?
Honestly, Zanele, I'm looking forward to just being able to just showcase being a strong woman to the public. To be honest, I think a lot of the time we, as women, we want to just kind of fit in and just, be a little bit scared to not be feminine, but you can be feminine and badass at the same time.
I love that.
So definitely super keen to showcase that.
That's beautiful. And tell me, in terms of you going into the island, do you have a little bit of a game plan?
Let me just say, I can work with people well, first of all.
You didn't mention this.
And second of all, I am super sporty.
Oh, really?
And I'm eating my hair as we speak.
What sports do you play? Or are you just someone who just keeps fit?
So I keep fit now because, as you get older, you don't often have all these sports going around like you did at school in varsity.
Yes.
But I played 5 different types of hockey at varsity. I was an SA swimmer and an SA gymnast. So come through.
Oh my goodness. There's a lot going on here and I love it. Carissa, I want to check in on you. What's happening your side? What exactly are you guys going for? Since for us, we're going for this orange vibe.
I am so feeling it. I just want to bring on summer in any way that I can. So Zan and Stacey, please bring on the oranges, the reds, the bright colors. We're so here for it. Bernie has got me.
I love that. I'm so excited because orange is one of the colors I gravitate towards. I feel like orange is a color that looks beautiful on everyone's skin. So for me, it makes us pop. This is why I'm expecting my eyes to pop, like you said. Yes. But I also want to know then, Stacey, what are you sort of looking forward to in terms of trying to find a partner? What are you looking for in them?
So Nele, I must tell you that I definitely want a male as my partner.
Really? Really? Not the ladies?
Not the ladies.
Gasp. Yes, I'm listening.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because I am already a lady. So I think like a woman. And I love that for us. But sometimes we overthink slightly.
Okay.
Like we all get in our emotions, you know.
Yes.
I just need that, you know, manly influence. That, you know, he can just bring some different guidance, you know, some perspective.
Okay.
And that's why. And they're also
Hectic.
tall, you know.
You need the height. Okay, because you can't have the heels on the island. I get that. Oh my goodness. And I have to ask you, if you are the person who makes it all the way to your share of 1 million rand and also that brand new Suzuki Jimny, what are you going to do with that money, ma'am?
Yo, Sanele, the amount of times I've thought about this.
Yes.
Okay, so I am definitely going to invest for the most part the money. Just predominantly because if I don't, I'm going to spend it.
I get that.
So there's no other way about it.
I am the same, darling.
Like if I don't put it away, it's gone.
Oh my
Okay?
goodness.
In my cupboard, and I have enough.
Not in my cupboard. So you're
enough.
saying clothes and makeup is where you would go. Okay. A girl's girl, a girly girl.
You already know. So,
I love this.
So to say the least, I would spend it all, but I'm going to invest it, and then I'm going to give some to my parents, and then I definitely want to start a business I've been wanting to start.
Oh, beautiful.
So it's going to be that for me.
Amazing. Carissa, how's it going that side? And babe, I also want to ask you, because I actually asked Carl this yesterday, what are you looking forward to for Tropical Island of Treasure?
Honestly, Zanele, I'm looking forward to all the looks you're going to bring, girl. I just know for sure that you're going to pull out all the stops when it comes to that. But also just the competition. I think it's so great to see healthy competition on the ground in a beautiful setting too. And I can't wait for eventually when the winner gets crowned. But of course, we're going to have to go through the paces with y'all. And it was probably pretty hectic, you know. It's probably going to be really intense.
I love that. And tell me, Carissa, would you enter? Would you come next season and be one of our celebs? Hey, would you?
You know what? It's the year of yes. I'm going to say absolutely. But just give me a couple months to get my training on, you know? I got to get my guns sorted and my quads good. And then I'll meet you there on the beach.
I love that. I love that. And you know what, Carissa, I'm the same. Hey, I need to do more training for these summer bodies. You know what I'm saying? However, I do know that this lovely lady over here, a hockey player, a gymnast, everything else in between. It's a lot. It's a lot, okay? But Stacey, I do want to ask you one last thing before we do the big reveal of my face. Why is the reason that South Africa should tune in and watch Tropical Island of Treasure Zanzibar?
South Africa has not seen a season like this before. Let me tell you something, Zanele. I think that Tropica Island of Treasure Season 11 is top tier. I think not just the celebs, but the fans. We're bringing the heat. We are coming in hot. And let me tell you something, it's going to be an entertainment show of note.
Come on, honey. You heard it from Stacey Garsain, one of our fan contestants for Tropical Island of Treasure Season 11. Zanzibar is where it's taking place, and you can also be part of it, okay? All in the name of just you tuning in. 28 September on S3, 6 p.m. And then coming through, or rather 6:30, forgive me. And then on Monday, 9 p.m., you can catch the repeat on SABC1. It's going to be huge. It's going to be epic. You heard Stacey. We're bringing the heat, darling. And I mean, I know she gave you all the reason to tune in. And here is my final look. I absolutely love it. Carissa, let's quickly check in with you, my lovely. Let's see that beautiful face.
I absolutely love it, Sanele. We are twinning, baby, and we're looking so good for the weekend.
I love it.
Giving tropical.
It's giving tropical. It's giving tropical, honey. Do not go anywhere, Expresso family. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, a whole lot more right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's a feel-good breakfast show, and we are outside there. Allowed Chef Clem and I out of our box. How amazing is that, hey?
I don't know why they don't do it every day, honestly.
We should be outside more, but it's great. We're here for a good reason because we would like to take your braai from good to great. And we got some Woolies essentials that we want to cover over here because the thing is, when it comes to a lovely braai behind you and sizzling grills, etc., that's not enough. You need good people, good friends, and then good products to complement the entire experience. And that's why, Chef Clem, welcome me into your world.
Are you ready for
Woolies braai greats, my friend.
Are you ready for all of it?
I need everything.
Okay, let's talk about the essentials first. Are you ready?
Essentials,
So
go.
behind you, can you be like that chill person? That
Yes.
Like, okay, so Carl, can you move to the end for me, please?
Sorry,
Here
follow.
we go.
Follow. So we're going here.
So let's start all the way on the end.
Oh, the end.
Please don't be caught out, ever, with not having enough charcoal.
Charcoal.
You don't want to stop the braai to go and reverse 3 cars out because you have to move your car because you forgot to get charcoal.
Great.
Get extra. Then, paper towel. Don't play.
Paper
towel. And you know what goes with the paper towel? The wet wipes. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
wet
yeah,
wipes.
yeah.
So there-
Absolutely. We don't be causing braai mess, okay? This is where it's at. This is where it's at. Please, no sticky fingers.
You said I must be that person.
You are. You're winning.
Yes, great.
Okay.
What else do
Talk
we have?
about fire lighters. There's
Yes.
2 types I use. It's the regular one, which we all know. It's like it's the one that we're going to break up a small piece. Then, if you're using a braai device like an egg, for instance, a ceramic cooker, use the eco lighters. Okay. Beautiful. You can actually break them in half.
This is the one, by the way.
They're the one.
I feel like this is definitely the one.
Yes.
Because also it's eco-friendly. You understand what I'm saying? It's nice when your friends come over and you're like, this is an eco braai, hey? And they're like, oh, really? Lekker. Thank you. Where's the food? And they like it.
There we go.
And then what else do you have?
Okay, we got the griddle pans. Amazing, because griddle pans work on induction, they work on stove, they work on gas, they work on ceramic. These are really, really great. Also, like if you want to do breakfast vibes in the braai,
Shall I
get the
do
pan.
that like social media thing where they just, I don't have nails for it, but
Ding,
like,
ding,
you know.
ding, 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 ding. Love. Okay, now, I'm telling you, it's 2024. Why are we playing with matches?
Why are we doing that?
What is?
We're
what's
not
that about?
we're not children anymore.
No.
Where your parents would tell you, you're going to play with matches, you're going to pee in the bed. No.
No.
We're not going to pee in the bed.
Because we have electric lighters now, which charges via USB.
I love this one.
Okay. You never have to buy a lighter or matches ever again. Okay.
Okay, let's
honestly,
get cooking, shall
so
we?
cool. Okay. Have to get it. It's amazing. Get the right set of
Oh, I love
tongs.
this thing.
Get the grill scraper because don't be cooking on a dirty grill. And then get a basting brush, a proper one. And again, don't forget extra wood. Right. Coming over to the fire.
Also from Woolies. Okay, cool.
There we go.
Right.
Coming over to the fires. We've got our essentials done. Let's talk about some newness in Woolies.
Let's go.
I'm telling you, I'm changing my Christmas menu because Woolies now have the lamb rump steaks. Okay?
I've been waiting. I've been saying. I've been sending mails, and finally it's here.
There we go. Okay.
There we go.
So the lamb rump steaks, absolutely amazing.
Great.
So delicious. As South Africans, we love lamb, and they've actually left the rump fat cap on because you want that. So Carl, I'm going to put you in charge of that.
Yes, please.
If you can please take that out of the packaging into the
will.
bowl. We're going to season it, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, harissa paste. Okay? Bringing the flavor through.
This is what I'm talking
if
about.
You could have done
Okay.
this yesterday.
Yeah.
Different story.
Well, okay, I agree with you. You have to, you know, the marination of a braai, I think people don't understand that. It's not just about, ooh, it tastes nice. It's actually about making sure that the seasoning is going all the way through to like the center of the meat. I think that's almost the illusion you want to create, but it also does really work. And then when it touches those coals, Chef Clem, that's where the beautiful magic happens. The caramelization happens. It's gorgeous. It really is.
That was poetry. That was
Sorry,
amazing.
I'm
Thank
knocking
you.
everything over, but that's
No,
what
you
the
do
braai
that.
is like, man.
Okay.
We knock things over. We have a good time. That's the vibe. Here it is. Beautiful.
There we go.
And there we go.
Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to serve this. We're going to serve our beautiful lamb rump on the garlic naan, toasted, a little bit of a tahini yogurt dressing.
Yep.
We've got some pink petal pickled onions.
Sorry, say that again.
No, I can't.
Say it again.
I can't.
Say it again.
Pink petal pickle onion, pickle peppers and Pedro. Cool. Some of those, they're amazing. They give you like the onion flavor plus a little bit of acidity because they're tangy. Then we got some sumac onions and tomato. So simple. It's actually onions, tomato, a little bit of sumac, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of sugar. But I'm going to show you how to make the tahini dressing.
Sumac. Oh, man.
Okay. Yogurt, plain yogurt.
Yes.
We're going to add to that. Oh, first we're going to take out tahini. Mix a little bit of water with that. Okay,
Yeah.
because tahini does thicken up as soon as you add it to like yogurt or any other sauce. And then to that we're going to add some cumin. Okay. Salt and pepper. Going to borrow some of your
You may.
salt,
You may, brother.
pepper.
Covered.
So it'll look like it's split, but as soon as you add it to the yogurt, it all comes together beautifully. Carl, how are you doing with your lamb?
This is actually looking absolutely gorgeous, my friend. I mean, that's the thing about marination, is that I think we should, you know, marination in the past, I think like when your uncle used to braai, it used to be, let's paint the meat. but marination is more about that. It's about tenderizing. I think that also things like citric acid are breaking down some of the proteins to make sure that it's more unctuous and beautiful and soft. And that's why this is what we're doing here.
Wow,
As you can
cool.
see, look at this over
Okay.
here.
Are you ready for me? Okay.
Go.
So tongs on.
Done.
So fat side down because I want to render some of that fat out. Okay, listen to that sizzle. Let's get some garlic naans. Kalk, if I can ask you to open up that for me.
That's right.
We're doing this. We're doing this.
We're doing this. We're going fast as well.
This is so unusual.
Like this. Yes.
It's so different to a South African vibe.
That's it.
Because we don't braai with this energy. We braai chill, slow.
That's it.
Everything's easy. There we go.
That's correct, eh? When it comes to stress, we have none. Not a single, but letting you know.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, lamb's going, and you want to cook this obviously like a steak, okay?
I'm
so
just
we're
watching
not
it.
going to fiddle with it too much. We let that fat start rendering out. As the fat starts to render,
Yes.
here's where the magic of braai happens. Fat starts to render and drips out. Boom. Hits the coals, okay?
Yes.
Fat drops, hits the coals.
Hits the coals.
That smoke comes up, and that smoke is the braai flavor that then gets literally, the
Are you
meat
saying
gets
that you
enrobed.
are flavoring the meat with the meat?
With the meat and the smoke.
And
That's
man.
that's the magic. So that's why I always put it on fat side first. That's going to give us maximum smoke.
This is
That's going to
great.
season it with so much smoky flavor. So again, I will actually go with this rump. I'll do it for about 7 minutes aside.
Yes.
It's quite a thick piece of meat. Very important with the lamb rump and any meat. You have to rest this. If you want
Yeah.
the tenderness, you have to rest it.
Very true.
Thin slices, hit it with that tahini first. Hit it with the beautiful lamb, all the pink pickled petal onions, and we're going to go through with some veggies, right?
Pickled red onions.
There we go.
That's good. That's it.
Conchita.
I
You
say
need
conchita is a different type. So when you eat a conchita, you suddenly feel like you're in another country. It's okay. So this conchita is like my señorita, my conchita is very fresh and very beautiful. Good mouthfeel. It's okay.
Yes, that one.
That one.
Basically, I said that it just has a very, very great crunch to a salad. And I think nothing worse than a soggy salad.
Oh, no.
Don't sog the salad,
No,
bruh. Hello.
no.
Don't do it.
No.
We in South Africa, we like texture. Crunch.
There we go.
Freshness.
For something sweet.
Yes.
Okay, which is also quite nice because it works as a savory element as well. But for something sweet, we've got the beautiful pumpkin rings from Woolies. I put these on the braai. They get smoky. They get delicious. A little bit of caramel sauce, and then a little bit of lot of vanilla ice cream.
Is that your role? Was it?
That's how it used to happen.
I do a savory version as well, my brother.
Tell me about the savory
All right, the
version.
savory version. What you can do is you can take some cream cheese if you want to. You can add some of the spicy harissa to your cream cheese. Give it a good mix. If you want some texture in there as well, you can even add like a bit of the. You can even add something like. There's something in here, the seeds that they have here. You know what I'm talking about? You put that all in. You put it into a piping bag. Make sure that you cut it nice and wide, and you pipe it into the little. Yes, you pipe it into those there.
You pipe it
pipe
where?
it in there. I promise you, it's a game changer. If you want to do that, I feel like this is going to be your future.
Cooking
I'm
with
putting-
Carl coming to SABC3 every Friday night at 7:30.
I think it'll be so good.
Check it out.
It'll happen.
Check it out.
It'll be so good to do that. But there we go. So we've got the lamb going. That's going to be beautiful. We've got the naan going. You know it's going to be incredible. Sorry, I had to stop myself mid-sentence. That's profoundly good.
No. There we go.
You
It's
understand what I'm
happening.
saying? That's beautiful. That's like watching the Springboks beat the All Blacks. Like that's exactly what that feels like.
That sound, even the sizzle was like the crowds.
Yes.
See ya. Cheers.
It's like that. It was really good.
It was
But
amazing.
Wow, it really was beautiful.
There we go.
But there we go. I've even got a little bit of those baked pumpkin rings on there too. So we're going to continue cooking over here. We'll complete the dish for you. But pretty much what we're aiming for. Do you want to hold that side? Okay, you want to hold that side? Just what we're aiming for is for it to look just like this. Please, your dinner table doesn't deserve to be boring. You deserve color. You deserve a rainbow. You deserve this nation. A braai for South Africa, Chef Clem. Because you know what? Why have a good braai when you can have a great braai with Woolies?
I feel like you should end on a Hoya. It just sounded so.
Hoya! I'm taking this.
As long as he's taking it and bringing it here into studio. Oh, yeah. Yes, Carl. You like some of that?
Oh, yes.
Come on. Davey Lee Tebow is here
Hi,
in
everyone.
the building. I'm fangirling just a little bit sitting next to her.
This is speaking.
We're going to get into conversation all around her wonderful book that she has released. Listen, there is an Afrikaans version and an English version. It's all about the crown that lasts. And I can't wait that we sit down with her on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And not only that, the beauty is going to continue because if you didn't hear, you heard it here first. Woolworths has just released a standalone beauty store. And we got the first insight into what it's all about. So stick around on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for more of this.
Win with the Tastemaster Junior and Clover. Watch this week's show and create the ultimate burger from scratch using your favorite Clover products. Upload it to socials by replying to the competition post using hashtag the Tastemaster Junior and hashtag Clover Made with Love. You could win a KitchenAid Classic Stand Mixer plus a Clover hamper. Don't miss the Tastemaster Junior, Tuesday evenings at 7, repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2. Clover Made with Love.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso and you're live on S3. So let us continue, and a privilege to have somebody of this caliber on our couch today, a former Miss Universe and a Miss South Africa. We've got our good friend Demi-Leigh Thibault, who is here and has touched down in Cape Town, which is so good to hear, and has said, you know what, let's go visit Expresso. Let's go visit Carl. I think that was the specific request. That's great.
100%.
Thank you so much. Yes. A renowned model who now spends most of her time living abroad after marrying American football star Tim Tebow. He's here for the launch of her cookbook titled A Crown That Actually Lasts. This is for you right here in S3. Expresso and Demi-Leigh collaborating once again. Absolutely incredible. Why did I go there? I have no idea.
I have no idea. I was kind of shocked. I was like, wait, where am I? Am I in Cape Town right now? Good to see you, Carl. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
I tried to bribe you earlier to kind of make you feel more at
No,
home.
I saw, and I'm hoping that I get a taste of it. So
You will,
we are
actually.
in Heritage Month.
Can you give us a
after all.
potjie later, maybe?
I'd love to try.
Okay, perfect.
But a potjie takes a while, so we might need to come back tomorrow.
We're going to.
Okay.
It's going to be fine. We're going to come back on a Saturday for you. Because, I mean, you would do that to the show. We'll extend it just for you. But congratulations on so many of your achievements. You know, one thing about this entire journey of yours that I've been watching from afar is the fact that you've had such a great center in who you are, and also your grounding is so apparent in everything that you do. And I know you've been on several podcasts, because I've seen all of them. And one thing that you always talk about is this self-confidence and God confidence. And I want to venture into this with you before we chat about the book, about what is that difference for you when people look at self-confidence and God confidence. What is the difference there?
Carl, it's something that I really had to figure out for myself, and it wasn't something that I figured out easily.
Yes.
There were definitely some hard moments, some lonely moments before that. I think for a big part of my life, I tried to rely on my own self-confidence, and every single time I would fail. I'd fail myself, I'd fail others. And when you look at the word confidence, what it really means is to have full trust. And, you know, breaking that down, basically I'm saying I have full trust in myself, in my own capabilities.
Yes.
As a believer, as a Christian, I realize I don't have to have self-confidence, because I get to have something that is eternal, something that is steadfast, that's never changing, that's always trustworthy, and that is the confidence that I get to have in my Maker and who He says I am.
Wow. And that gives you such agency in your own life to do things like make a difference in foundations, organizations, do great work, but also to write a book. And A Crown That Lasts is now there. And I'm assuming that this is definitely a product of God confidence showing itself to you.
For sure. I mean, it's definitely not a perfect roadmap to success because I am learning and I'm failing, but I've decided, you know, I'm going to fail for the rest of my life at some point or another, but let's choose to fail forward if we have to fail. You know, post entering such a waiting season after I handed back my crown as Miss Universe, you know, felt very lonely. I think of it as like a seed that gets planted, and that seed might think it's dark, it's alone, it's just not a fun time, but really that seed's waiting for its breakthrough. And I've had to realize so many times in my life, well, Demi, have you just been buried? Because it might feel like it, it's dark, it's alone, you're covered in dirt, or have you been planted? And when you are able to make a little bit of a mind shift like that, it definitely puts things into perspective.
This is great. You see, this is why you are on so many podcasts, you know, because I'm feeling inspired and I'm loving the fact that it's just within you, like your South Africanism. And this is why I need to ask. I mean, like a good braai, at the moment smell a bit like smoke. But that's what the thing is about braai, is that it follows you around like South Africa's beautiful culture.
Yes.
Has that influence helped you write a book like this? Is there a lot of South Africa in here?
Oh, 100%. My poor publisher, when I first published it in the US, they were like, you know,
yes,
I think I know what you're saying, but America doesn't understand this. So I definitely had a lot of South Africanisms in there.
Oh, nice.
That we were able to tweak and keep in the book. But, you know, South Africa is my roots. It's formed such a big part of who I am today, and I will forever be grateful for having had the opportunity to grow up in this country, the experiences that I've gained here, the good ones and the bad ones. At the end of the day, you know, there's so much purpose that can come from pain. There's such a message that can come from the messes in our life, and I'm grateful for all of the experiences I've had.
It's great. South Africa really just defines us in a beautiful way. I mean, we go through a lot of pressured situations, but we come out as diamonds.
Yes,
and that's why.
right.
You know,
That's right.
and we can tell that's why you're shining today.
And I just have to say also, we are based in the US. My husband's obviously American, but don't you make a mistake. I found my own Peter, who's about 45 minutes from me, and he makes the best abortion biltong.
Yes!
So my husband just gets upset with me if I don't get enough for the week. So he will have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Boerewors, lamb chops, the whole thing. So
I'm so happy. You found that's the thing about us. When we travel, we find each other. Hey?
Oh, we find each other.
Oh,
Don't you worry.
So let's talk about, I mean, the book itself. There's so much in there, and I know that you're sending messages with every single platform you share, whether it be a TV platform of a book, a podcast. But now on this platform, I know there's a lot of young people who are still pressured in South Africa. They're struggling to see the diamond within themselves, and they are struggling with self-confidence. They haven't found their God confidence yet. What type of messages would you like to share with those individuals who are yet to get to your level of, I'm going to call it actualization, even though it's still a process, but what would you like to say to those young people as they go through their journey that helped you?
Yeah, you know, Carl, when you look at the definition of identity, it's so much rooted in who we are as a person, and who we are as a person has been formed by, you know, our life experiences, our life circumstances, our relationships, our strengths, our weaknesses, etc. But the problem when we root our value and our worth in something that is temporary, something that is ever-changing, like our life circumstances, it's going to send us on a roller coaster of emotions, feeling like we are not enough, feeling like we are, you know, doubting ourselves, feeling like we have so much fear of the future. And I would just like to encourage everyone watching, you know, to go and find that thing. For me, it has been my faith. But for you personally, go and find the thing that you root your identity in, that is trustworthy, that is never changing, and that is bigger than yourself, because that will give you an everlasting and steadfast identity.
I love that message, and I love that gift that you're giving to us, Demi Lee. It's so important. And also, maybe the message is in the book's title, you know, A Crown That Lasts. Is that in life you're going to get several different crowns, different titles, different hats that you'll wear.
Yeah.
But the one that lasts, essentially, is the one that it exists in you already.
That's right.
It's in your faith, it's in your identity. And I feel that message coming from you.
And it is in the impact that you get to have by serving other people.
Oh, that is
Because that is
wonderful.
something that will last forever.
Well, there we go. And if you're struggling to find your crown, find this book and find Demi Lee a little later with a Poiki course. It's going to
So
be happening.
excited.
It's going to be so cool. But it's so great to have Demi Lee back in the country. And remember, the book is out now, A Crown That Lasts. And hopefully the fire that we made earlier will last as well. But we'll find that out soon enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, Demi Lee Thibault. Oh my goodness, I am just gushing from the inside out because it is true what she's saying, that true beauty really does shine from within, and it's your approach really to life that truly does make that difference. I absolutely love that, and let me tell you more about something that I got to experience firsthand. It is the standalone Woolworths beauty store, and I got to show you the intel because you need to see this. We actually have to look at our imperfections and go, you know what, I accept this, and Woolworths is going to help us to just take that to the next level. Out in Waterstone Village in Somerset West is where it all went down, and I want you to have a first look at what it was all about. So check this out.
Are you ready to go?
Renowned for its fearless innovation, Woolworths has done it again with the opening of their first ever standalone beauty store. Now, I have the absolute honor of being one of the first to experience this curated beauty shopping experience at Waterstone Village. Julie, I have to say a huge congratulations on the launch of your standalone beauty store. It really does offer so much difference as soon as you walk in. What inspired you to do this today?
I'm a really proud mama today, having had the feedback. It's been a couple of months, maybe a little longer, of a culmination of a strategy that's finally landed and come together today. So the brief was always, it can't look like every other store. Because there's not crazy amounts of branding, it allows you to come in and really, again, pick your brand, get to know about other brands, ask questions. We're going to allow you to come and say, well, Julie, we want to do this, we want to do a sip and paint, I want to bring some of my best clients, I want to bring some of my best friends. Can you do it for me? We'll figure it out with you. So today was just finding the right space at the right moment. You couldn't say no to opening a standalone store in one of our busiest malls in the country.
It's been a passion project for us for several months now. As you can imagine, getting this off the ground is quite an involved task. It being a standalone beauty store means that the experience is all centered around a luxury beauty experience. We've made sure that we maintain sort of a feeling of homeliness, and we have trained our staff so much so that they're always going to be able to provide customers with that very, very personalized one-on-one interaction.
This store offers an extensive range of both local and international beauty brands, including services for your nails and skincare, like our in-store advanced treatments from Dermalogica, right behind this curtain. Nambuyo, this looks so relaxing. Can you tell me more about the advanced in-store treatments from Dermalogica?
Okay, so with Derm, we've got a wide variety of facials that we offer to all of our consumers, starting from our most basic facial, which is our Pro Skin 30s or 60s, to leading to our advanced facials, which is our micro needling, which is more of a collagen induction type of facial. Lumen Fusion is our LED light therapy facial. It promotes luminosity on the skin with no downtime. So the partnership with Woolies allows us to bring our professional grade skincare treatments to all our clients. So allowing everyone to actually come and experience a facial with us.
That sounds like my kind of treatment. Please, after you, I'm next.
You feel spoiled immediately when you walk in. I love the personal touches that you can personalize your perfume. I just got my eyebrows threaded and do like several treatments, and I think the selection of beauty and skincare is amazing.
Megan, thank you so much for having us here on the ground today to experience this firsthand. What sets Woolworths Beauty Store apart from any other beauty store?
I think what really sets us apart is the fact that we've been so meticulous about the brands that we've chosen to partner with in the store. And apart from the beautiful curated range of both local and international products, and I think this space really just lends itself to a very personalized and quite a bespoke experience for our customers.
It's a celebration of our commitment to becoming the leading beauty destination in Africa. It is a celebration and our commitment towards sustainability, and more importantly, or equally importantly, our commitment to our customer.
It is absolutely amazing how international the store is looking, and I am loving that. It creates the most beautiful experience, which they love to do overseas. So it is just another Woolies difference.
If you're coming to do your groceries, you can pop into the store. It's so gorgeous, it's perfect, and it's so convenient. So everything beauty related, from your makeup to your skincare to your fragrance, you name everything beauty, you definitely will find it here.
What you can expect from W Beauty is an exciting new launch of our new eyeshadow palettes that are all refillable. What's really exciting for this season is our premium collection of fragrances. You are going to love them, and it's all found in our new beauty store.
Our brand purpose is to add quality to life, so that is something that we aspire to achieve throughout all of the different offerings, be they products or services that we have. We expect the same from this store. I actually think that the beauty category is one in which our additional quality actually resonates the most, so I do hope and expect that we will attract additional customers.
The details are really what makes all the difference. I cannot encourage you more to bring along your aunt, your sister, or even your bestie to the standalone Woolworths Beauty Store at Waterstone Village, curated just so that you can have an unforgettable experience.
And you wonder how I look this good every single morning. It's Woolworths. They really do make such a difference to not only our food, but also our skincare and beauty needs. They've got us covered. And you've got to be one of the first to explore the advanced beauty treatments and also the impressive selection of both local and international brands at the new Woolworths Beauty standalone store. Now, it's located at Waterstone Village. If you're in the mother city and headed to the north, make that one of your stops. Sanele, we can't wait to welcome you back into Cape Town. And you and I think we've got a date, girl.
Please. Oh, Carissa, do you know what? Our love just went from here to here, okay? Because I was literally going to say to you, I'm so jealous, babe, because it looks absolutely stunning in there. The fact that they offer so much. I've seen like some of my favorite products already just from watching where you were like chatting to Julie and all of the amazing team at Woolies. I can't wait. Now I have to come to Cape Town.
I
like,
mean,
that's the
you
reason.
have no choice.
Our
And then we
date to
definitely
the
get
Woolies
our
Beauty.
beauty on
Yes.
to enhance what we already have. But listen, what else is coming up on our show today?
So, my babe, the beautiful queen that you are sitting with right now, I am so jealous of that as well. Actually, there's just jealousy all around. You know what I mean? The beautiful Demi Lee Thibault, she is going to be, in fact, teaching us how to make a delicious lamb boekie course. You need to stick around for that because she's not only just giving us the beautiful answers when it comes to her book, but also in the kitchen. And then also on the way, we see how we can win big with Game this Heritage Month. I promise you that's also worth sticking around for because it's big, big, hey? Not just big, big, big. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a small break and we'll be back on the other side of this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. And Heritage Day is around the corner. And what better way to celebrate than with a whole lot of liquor at game stores? There's a fantastic competition for you, and it couldn't be easier to enter. So all you have to do, you can win one of 2,000 Rand game stores shopping vouchers. And all you need to do is answer one simple question. If you had to grab a trolley and fill it with a whole lot of liquor at game stores for your Heritage Day celebrations, what would you add? Please don't forget to add #GotGame in your answer, and you could be a winner. We love to give you a 2,000 Rand voucher. That'd be fantastic. Zanele, the one that I would love to ask about this is you. Think about this, right? It's you and I, and we're in a game store. We got a trolley. You need to fill it with things. What do you fill it with?
Yes. Okay, friend, I've got a list, and it's all got to do with food. First, we're getting an air fryer because I can't cook. I can cook, but I don't like to cook. So we're getting an air fryer to make my life easier.
Cool.
Okay. Second, we're getting a little braai stand thing. You know what I'm saying? Because, for Braai Day. You get me? Heritage Month. Are you seeing the vision?
I
Carl?
see it.
Are you seeing it?
Of course. I
Okay.
see it. I feel it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, all right? Then from the air fryer, we're gonna go get one pan, yeah, but just in case, let's say I need to make a sauce for whatever's coming out of the air fryer. But so we're gonna go get a pan, you see what I'm saying? And then on top of that, friend, I need some devices. I need some devices. So let's steer away from the food. Let's go and get a nice laptop, maybe something that's gonna, also just entertain me a little bit. Yeah, so that's where I am. What about you, friend?
Yo, Zanele, you know what? That was the most South African answer that I've ever heard. You know why? So we're building up to Heritage Day. And you are here saying, I'm going to celebrate Heritage by throwing a laptop into my trolley. I mean, that is very South African. I love that.
Yes. Thank you, friend. I said I need to be entertained, Kaloku. So while I'm there, braaiing there and everything, I need to open my thing, and I'm there. It's either a playlist for my people to enjoy, or it is, just me watching something. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? So I'm glad you see the vision. #GotGame. Am I entered now?
You're straight into it. I feel like you've changed the game. You have.
You.
You've changed the game.
Thank you.
Heritage Day is now about the devices. That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Zanele. Oh, my word. Personally, if I look at a trolley, a trolley dash for me, I'd throw in some things. Number one, okay, I'm going to give you another South African answer. Toilet paper. I hear you say preach. I know what I'm talking about, okay? Toilet paper goes in there because there's some great deals, especially when you get a whole lot of liquor. Thereafter, I do all my braai stuff. I'll put the charcoal in there as well. I'm going to get a couple of board games because my braai will always have a board game. So that I'm going to throw in. So a lot of board games. And then I like actually physical games. So there's a lot of paddles you can use for table tennis and all those things. I think it's going to be great. So a whole lot of liquor. I think it's about entertaining your entire family and your friends. Heritage Day is about not only celebrating culture, but unity. So go ahead and get creative with your entries. As you've heard, a laptop for Heritage Day from Zanele. Yo, that's a good idea. Whether it's the perfect braai essentials, a decor to spice up your space, or entertainment must-haves, we would like to know. And you could be walking away with something incredible from game. You've got until Sunday, the 22nd of September, to enter, so please don't miss out. And all the T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. So enter now, fill the trolley, and get a whole lot of liquor.
Well, we are back outside. Yes, Carl had his time in the sun, but now it's time for the girlies to get cooking. Demi Lee, Tebow is still here, and we're making one of your favorites.
One of my favorites is the oxtail potjie, but today we have lamb because I think you guys have made oxtail maybe recently, so we'll change it up.
A very long time, Demi.
It does. I know. It does.
So we're going to do lamb, and then we've got all the ingredients. Listen, whether you say a potjie, something on a cast iron, it's all the same. It tastes just as good. So we've got potatoes, peppers, pumpkin or butternut, carrots, and then, of course, the sauce that's going to bring it all together. Where do we begin?
Okay, so I know some people do the meat first, but I actually love to do the onions first.
Oh, they must get nice and brown.
They must, yes, and then, ooh, be careful, that's hot. We, just so that the onion can, get some of the flavor, 100%. On the meat. So, personally, that's how I do it.
What is it about potjie?
How much do we want? Do we want a lot?
Yeah, I think we'll dump it all in if you want to.
Let's just go for it.
We're cooking for the whole Expresso fam today.
That's right.
What is it about potjie course that really reminds you of home?
I You know what? I think it's so much of it is the time that it takes, the getting together. I had so much fun with my husband the first time he came to a braai. I forgot to tell him that he's supposed to eat before he comes to the braai.
Because you know, we're only eating around midnight.
You know, it's going to be a while. We hang out first and then we cook. So.
I heard that he likes biltong and druivels.
Oh, it's his favorite thing. It is his favorite thing to
How
eat.
could you not? I think
he will literally have it for breakfast, lunch and dinner. And you bet I make potjies a lot, but you know, in the US where we are based, most of the time, we don't really do like coal. A lot of places have just gas.
Yeah.
So my dad was very, very disappointed.
Because it's not the same.
No, it's not the same. This
you should
is
just
a
start
nice
a bonfire
comparison.
somewhere. I feel like that's the way.
Yes.
Okay, so our onions are going to get nice and brown.
There we
and then you're
go.
going with the meat, right?
Let's go with the meat. Are
Now,
we
do
going
you
to leave
spice
this for a
your
little
meat?
bit? I usually spice it when I put it in the pot.
Yeah.
Do you do it differently?
Listen, I've never made my own potjie in my life. It's
What do you
usually
guys
the duty
do?
of others.
I'm going to put it in the potjie and then I'll spice it in there. So I want the onions to grill a little bit more, but I think it's good.
That's
to put it
okay.
in. I think
we'll
it's
just
good.
fast forward it a little bit. I can't believe Full Miss Universe is cooking for me. That's absolutely insane. I never thought I'd see the day. Okay, here's some salt and pepper if you want to season. I'll move this over for you.
Do you want to? You can help me. So you want to do the salt?
Okay, put me to work. I'll do it. I'll do it. That's my contribution.
So good.
That's my
Perfect. Done.
contribution. I love this. You know what I really love about potjie? It's when everything it doesn't go mushy, but everything gets soft and the sauce kind of like mixes with the meat. So when you eat a biteful of it, you're getting the taste explosion of all of this come together.
That's right. And you know my other favorite part about a potjie, or really any braai place, is the next day. How good it is the next day.
So
Once
good.
okay, I don't know how
much of
how
that?
spicy this is. Do we know how spicy
I
this is? I'm
don't.
just gonna go for. Can I use my fingers?
Use
I'm
your
just gonna
fingers.
Go
Don't
for a
think you need
little
all of
bit
it. But that is actually a potjie mix. So I love that we even have that pre-made already.
Yes.
Gonna bring the flavors
Nice.
through.
A little bit more.
And then as a side, what do you usually eat your potjie course with?
I love now I forgot. Love a good mashed potato.
Ooh.
You know, like have the sauce or not sampmealies. What's the other?
Salt and
like,
beans? No.
Not corn. Not corn.
No.
Or pap. Pap
Yes.
is always a good option.
I mean, I
Always a
go
good
rice, so
option.
I don't even
You do
know.
rice?
Yeah, I do rice.
I
But
love
listen,
that.
this mash.
Quitting. What's quitting in English? I forget now.
Crown.
Quitting?
No.
No? Okay, well, quitting.
looking
I love
around.
quitting with my...
Corn? No.
Not corn.
Don't taste my Afrikaans.
I don't know
It's
the
too
word
early.
right
No,
now.
we eat quitting. We eat quitting with
Quitting
the potjie
is my
course.
favorite, but it's kind of hard to cook too. What do you want to do next?
I think veggies.
Let's do veggies.
Yeah. And I love that we're using baby potatoes. We fancy over here.
Oh, yes.
Because ain't nobody got time to cut up potatoes. Do you
This
usually
morning
cook at
we
home?
are cheating. I love cooking.
You do?
Really, my favorite thing to cook is stews or
Mm.
soups. I have a husband that likes to eat a lot of protein.
Yes,
so
as many men do.
And when I get to make a big potjie, I know it will last at least for 2 or 3 meals, maybe
I
days.
love that. That's meal prep. That's the kind of meal
Yes.
prep we're here for.
Exactly. Exactly.
Does he also get in the kitchen?
Let's
Not
say
as
he's a great breakfast cooker,
Ooh.
for what that's worth. So a good breakfast. Good
Are you a
coffee.
breakfast eater though?
I am.
Okay,
I
at
am.
least. It's
A little bit
much
late
better.
in the morning, but I am. This
I
morning we're having
absolutely
lamb
love
for
that.
breakfast, though.
We are.
So
Listen, we've had everything for breakfast, so lamb isn't even a surprise to us.
just look at how nice these onions are looking.
We'll throw
so
in those
beautiful.
and then go in with the passata as well as some stock. I'll mix this around for you.
Like that. Look at these beautiful colors.
I know. That's when
So
you know
vibrant.
the nutrients is there as well.
Love it. Okay, we got next this guy.
Some stock and some crushed tomatoes. Is oxtail available in the US?
Yes, it's not very common. People kind of frown at me, and I tell them it just tastes like short rib.
Yes,
really.
it's absolutely divine.
It sounds more strange
Than it is. They're like,
at all.
oxtail?
So,
What
yes.
is that?
So, no, it's
Right.
one of my
In
favorites.
with that one,
There
and
we
you can
go.
actually use this too.
Oh, thank you. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, you have been
I don't know if you
The
expected to come to work today.
No, I actually didn't expect this. I just shared my one of my favorite meals, but I wasn't expecting to cook it. So you guys
I am
got
a great
me.
sous chef, let me just say that much.
Okay,
I'll keep you
perfect.
entertained, I'll dance for you, I'll sing for you if you want me to, Demi.
Perfect.
Anything you need. Well, we've got the ready-made product here as Demi's mixing that around. In a couple of hours, this is what it's going to look like. And we're serving it with that naan bread that was cooked on the fire by, of course, Chef Clem and Carl. So beautiful. It looks this one is actually tomato-based compared to, I feel like potjie sometimes a bit browner almost.
Yes,
but I love it.
Be that way.
Do you want to try it?
I would love to try it. I actually have not had breakfast this morning. You know, I am a breakfast eater because we are very early over here.
Oh my goodness, very early, I know. Why not have some potjie for breakfast?
No, naan is a great idea. That wasn't something
Dip
I
the
mentioned.
naan.
I am
Forget
going
about
to.
the utensils.
I'm going to get a little piece of that there. But I want some of the...
Of everything, hey?
Some of the lamb. There we go. Really good. That naan that's been like marinating in there for a little bit.
Perfect.
Really, really. The tomato is great.
It could even be a tomato bready. Like it's got the same flavor profile.
This potato looks so good.
Is it cooked? That's the question.
No. They're telling me don't say that. No, it's very crispy.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And my lovely, this morning, we're not just celebrating the fact that the weekend is upon us. There's Braai vibes in Cape Town. We're doing the things that need to be done. There's even going to be a young, incredible artist that is going to be here with us. But right about now is a powerhouse woman who inspires so many. And I'm so excited for us to be able to get to know more about her journey. Billie Jean King said that champions keep playing until they get it right. And that describes this very woman right here, because she is someone who has overcome adversity, economic economical challenges and so much more. And she has actually decided that she wants to leave a legacy and make sure that her journey is in fact impactful. And it is, because Swap Vend is what we need to know about my beautiful Expresso family. One that in fact is something that's all about taking the informal sector in terms of business in Africa and taking it online. And Ashmita Singh is the queen that is behind this. And this is why we need to give her a feel-good welcome, everybody. Come on, it's Ashmita. Ashmita, how are you?
Thank you. Thank you for that intro. Really appreciate
true.
that.
Girl, you are a beautiful woman that was raised in Phoenix, Durban, and you came from so many different, I want to say, different things that kind of put you in situations that weren't the best. And this is why I said, you're someone who keeps on persevering, keeps on going. But speak to me about this. Where did you get the spirit to keep on moving on, no matter what it was that came your way in terms of adversity?
My answer is very simple. It's Jesus. It's been God.
That.
It's been God. And it's difficult to follow up with the story after that because, it says it all.
Yes.
But, going back to growing up and the adversities that you speak of, I didn't know back then that this was all part of a greater plan, which I now know.
Sure.
And going through those different situations, I've been through quite a lot, and that's a whole other interview I'll come back for. But, I've dealt with a lot of trauma. I've dealt with a lot of different things that come from, irrespective of where you come from, it's just humanity.
Yeah.
And the more things that got thrown at me and the more things that happened, I just somehow develop more heart for it. And I'm sitting here in front of you, and the people closest to me know that the miracle itself is that I'm sitting here because I survived. And God has helped me to thrive. And now I can give that back. And everything that we do, including Swap Vend, has that heart that is at the center of everything that we do.
That is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Ashmita, like I said, you're inspiring a lot of people because adversity, unfortunately, it's the norm in South Africa.
Yes.
But coming from that and deciding that you want to actually help other people to possibly not even have to face that adversity when it comes to certain things, particularly with business,
Yes.
I think it's so incredible.
Yes.
And this is why I have to ask you about Swap Vend.
Thank you. Yes.
Talk to us about Swap Vend. What is it that we need to know about it? For anyone sitting there going, I need to know more. What are the details?
Okay, so I get really excited when people ask me about Swap Vend because in order to tell you what Swap Vend is, I get to describe what South Africa is because we're building it for South Africa.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you, right? You know this, that the one thing that South Africa has is the hustle mentality.
Girl.
Right?
Girl.
Right?
I always say to people that for me, the best entrepreneurs are the people who are on the streets. Literally.
Right?
Literally.
Right?
Yes.
And the sad thing is that they're on the streets and they deserve, everyone's walking with this value. So let me just take us right outside to the street, right? William Nicol Drive, Winnie Mandela Drive. Every robot, every traffic light, all the way from Santon Drive, all the way up to Four Ways. Everyone has a different entrepreneur trying to do something.
Yeah.
I'm calling them entrepreneurs whether they are participating or not because you've got the guys who are directing traffic. No one asked them to do it. You've got the guys who are selling you car license disc holders,
cans,
South African flag, sunglasses.
Caps.
I'm here for that.
Yes.
And then you've got, and the next one, there's a beggar. And have you noticed beggars don't beg anymore? They're transacting with you. They're collecting your dirt.
That's true.
They're trying to participate. And at the highest level, that's what Swap Vend is. We are a vehicle that's taking people from non-participation into participation. And that's what we are doing. And as you can see, this yellow taxi, what we've developed is a digital taxi.
Yes.
So a quick example of these guys standing on a street. Currently, as it stands, if someone wants to transact with them, it's really difficult. You're not going to put your window down. You're feeling a bit apprehensive to engage. But Swap Vend digitizes that interaction. And instead of a guy having to jump in a taxi, bring that car license disc holder all the way to Winnie Mandela Drive, we're trying to connect him online so that he only makes that commute when he's ready to close his deal.
Oh, wow. That makes so much sense. I mean, I feel like it even cuts out the costs that you have to go
100%.
through.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
So speak to me about this then. How do you plan to connect South Africa with Swap Vend?
I really love that question so much. So thank you for asking me because that's exactly what we are trying to do. We are trying to connect the informal and formal sectors. And I want to just summarize it in this very high level 4 steps that we're taking.
Yeah.
And that's number 1 is getting our digital taxi on the road.
Yeah.
So going live, which will be on Monday. I know we're going to speak about that just now. Number 2, it's about bringing the informal sector online. We're very intentional about that because we've got in-community partners across townships in South Africa.
Yes.
So we're going to bring people online. Number 3, we want to make people visible. I told you that value is sitting everywhere. It's just that people can't access it. And finally, we want to give people access, make it easy. And if I can spend 1 second there, I'm a woman. I go to Builder's Warehouse, I'm trying to buy stuff and I'm leaving, I need someone to put up a frame for me, I need someone to paint something for me. The guys are right outside, but I don't know how to interact with them because it's difficult to have that engagement. Now I can come outside, I can get onto SwapVend, I can connect with someone, I can schedule my service, and the guy can come over and he can put up my stuff. I'm still using the South African entrepreneur, but I've made that interaction easier.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
I love that. And with you talking about going live.
Yes.
Give us all the details. What do we need to know?
Okay, so right now we are live on our registration, so I really urge everyone to get online. We need both sides of the economy to be online for this to really be effective.
Yeah.
So you send hi to the WhatsApp number that's on the screen right now, and you basically follow the registration. On Monday, the entire MVP goes live, where you can buy, sell, and learn on the platform.
Wow. And you say learning? That's exciting.
Yeah, so I mean, everything is really about education and making sure, and not education in this boring style. Hey, we are really thinking about how to make it relevant.
Yeah.
So this is not a whole lot of noise because that's what's out there, but it's understanding that if you're taking someone from the street and putting them online, that we need to equip them to do that and make them competitive because we need people to trade with them. And believe it or not, you and I need to be educated as well in order to make that interaction meaningful.
Yes. Girl, you are such a powerhouse. My goodness. So talking about SwapVend 5 years from now, where do you see it?
I see the entire country online. I see all townships online. I see us being there. I think the most important thing is that this might sound like a fluffy answer, but if I see someone who's begging on the street, I want it to be out of choice. Because I want to know that that person has an option to get online. And that person has an option to be visible in a marketplace that was designed just for them.
That's beautiful. I'm so proud of you, Ashmita.
Thank you so much.
I think that we all can be proud of you. And congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Because this is the beginning of a very exciting journey. And here's to exactly your vision coming true and coming out the way that you wanted to. So thank you.
Thank you for the time and thank you for the opportunity for SwapVend.
Of course, my love. Oh, my goodness. Expresso family, you heard it here first. Okay, SwapVend, it is going live on Monday. Big things that are going to be happening, and it's something that you definitely need to check out. Easy peasy in terms of registration. It was all in the WhatsApp number. And friend, I hope that you are going to take absolute advantage of it. Because like Ashmita said, we always need to be taking advantage of the places where we can learn, where we can grow, and where we can become better. It is SwapVend. It is all about taking South Africa's informal business sector and putting it online. And it is amazing to see, honestly and truly. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show. There's so much that is still coming your way between now and 9 o'clock, which is why you need to stick around. But for now, what's happening, KTZ?
Thank you, Zanele. And I love that chat. It's really important to look after the community and the businesses thereof. But there's also nothing more significant about South Africa than the food we create. There's a business plan right there. Every celebration is marked with a feast. So in celebration of Heritage Month, Carissa invited a few friends over, not me though, to enjoy one of her favorite South African classics, bobotie. Let's take a look at this and let's get FOMO.
With our busy lives, it is so important to carve out some time to make sure that you catch up with your loved ones. Today, I will be hosting the girls. I've got Megan as well as Jasmine coming over. I'm making them a home-cooked, scrumptious lunch because what says I love you more than something like a bobotie?
I've known Carissa for quite a while. I won't tell you exactly when because that will give away our age, but we went to high school together. What I value most about Carissa is she really makes me feel supported. I've been through many different phases in my life and she's always been in my corner.
I have been working with Carissa for a while and we have built up a relationship while I've been her stylist. I have grown up eating bobotie. It's actually one of my favorites. Can't wait to eat bobotie tonight.
I love cooking, but the bug caught me a little bit later on in my life. It was during the pandemic. I had nowhere else to go, nowhere else to order from. So I decided to get in the kitchen and learn how to make a couple of iconic dishes. I'm talking stews and curries, and of course, bobotie. Oof, looking so good. Now, while the mince cools, go ahead and soak the bread in milk and set that aside for 5 minutes. So that's it for the bobotie for now. We leave it in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes at 180. And just like that, the girls are here. Hello! Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Oh, man.
So I haven't seen Carissa in about 2 years because my life, I've had my kids. So I'm very excited we carved out some time to, get to see each other again, catch up and see what's going on in her life.
My
my favorite girls. This one's for you. It's so cold today. Have you guys eaten? I hope you came hungry.
Of course.
Yeah.
We heard there was going to be food.
Absolutely, and live music was
So
promised.
that's why you're here. The live music, you know. If you behave nicely, maybe I'll do that for you. So have you guys had bobotie before?
Actually, I love bobotie. My mom used to make it for me growing up.
To be honest, my first experience with bobotie wasn't too pleasant, so I'm hoping you are going to redeem us.
Oh, I hope
over here.
so. You've got to be a bobotie eat. It's a South African classic. It's an iconic meal.
And I'm very hungry, to be honest. So.
Okay, I'll give you an extra portion of bobotie. Don't worry, I got you covered. Now, what I love most about these Sunlight 5-in-1 automatic dishwashing tablets is that it's so simple to get things done. And especially considering that we don't have a load at full capacity, you place it right in the cutlery rack and you let it do its thing. It's also got anti-stain agents, hygienic clean properties, and machine protection capabilities. Sunlight not only looks after me, but my dishwasher as well. Are you ladies ready?
Oh my word, it smells delicious. Not bad for someone who's learned how to cook during lockdown.
Well, I hope that it tastes good. The proof is going to be in the bobotie tasting. So, yeah, let's get into it, shall we?
Absolutely. So I just went through the worst breakup of all time, guys.
Oh, is this with your baby daddy?
Yes. So now we have to work out on a co-parenting schedule.
Oh,
and
my
it's
goodness.
something... 2 kids, what are they going to do? Exactly. Something out of a nightmare script, to be honest.
Again,
Lovely.
I'm glad now that I made you some food because, wow.
Yeah, with all that hot...
Mommy needs a day off. And if it's good enough, please tell your mom that you have a new favorite bobotie.
Make me an enemy with my mother.
Yeah?
It's actually very nice.
It actually is nice. I might like bobotie now, to be honest.
A convert, yes.
It's sweeter than I expected.
Yeah, it does have a sweetness.
It's actually very nice.
I'm so proud of myself. I'd make it again for myself. I'd make it again for my parents. I'd make it again for your mom.
No.
Ladies, thank you so much for being here. I know we haven't seen each other in so long. So here's to making iconic meals together with the iconic brand.
Thank you. So good to see you. Sunlight. The bobotie was absolutely delicious. Thank you so much, Carissa.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Help me with the dishes.
Sit down. Don't worry. Sunlight's got us covered. We can enjoy some more girl time. If we're being honest, we all want cleanup to be quick and easy. And with Sunlight's 5-in-1 automatic dishwashing tablets, you can have both. Ladies, how about some dessert?
Yes. Absolutely.
You heard them.
Oh, that was beautiful.
You liked it?
I loved your two besties. I love how close you guys are, the history
We go
that
way
you
back.
have as your friends as well. I mean, it's nice to be around people that just know you from like day dot, you know. It's just
Literally,
really
baby.
great. And also, furthermore, you know, a lot of people would choose other items to like entertain guests, but you chose bobotie.
Yeah.
Which is very South African of you, you know.
Is that your favorite meal?
That is one of my favorites, so that's really great. Zanele, if you have friends over, do you also make bobotie for them? I'm asking for a friend.
Listen, Carl, I told you about me in the kitchen. Yeah? However, can I please just ask you, did we all see the chef hiding in the background, like behind the curtain? I saw someone who looked like a professional chef hiding in the background. Because why did that bobotie come out so perfect? Carissa, tell the truth, huh?
The truth?
The truth will set you free.
What's the truth?
I am joking, Carissa. That was absolutely incredible. No, Carl, I cannot for the life of me make bobotie. I feel like Carissa is like a hidden chef somewhere, somehow in life. Because absolutely incredible. It looked so delicious. I wished I was there, actually. Like, wow.
Yeah, me too. Funny you say that, Zanele, me too. You know, remember that I said, and I quote, it was Carissa and her besties, you know, her friends that she invited over, specifically Zanele. Did you notice, Zanele, that your name wasn't on that list and there was no Carl there either?
I mean, do you know what, Carl? At least I'm in another city. You're like right there, friend, and they just like didn't invite you. So I'm sorry about that. I'm here if you need a shoulder to cry on, Carl, okay?
The pain. The only thing that can actually make me feel better is if I have a chance to win.
You do.
A Philips air fryer, like you do, by the way. Yeah, please. I know, and its value is over 4,000 rand. So how do I win?
Yeah, Carl, I'm so sorry. Public apology right now. Well, listen, you could win. Carl could win too.
Yes.
Simply reply to the competition post on our Expresso social media pages and tell us this one question. Carl, what is your go-to dish when friends come over and you're hosting them? What do you make?
I make, you know what I'll do? A beautiful lamb rib. All right, the braai will be beautiful. I'll do bao buns from scratch, you know, so bao from scratch. And then what you do is they fall off the bone. So you take the lamb rib, put it into the bao, put it in there, and you pull the bone out. Then you've got a beautiful Asian salad there after. You've got some dips and chilies and hummus and tabbouleh and all sorts of things. And it's all there for you. But you know what? What do I know? I mean, I don't get invited for Babwati nights, but I do think that you should add the hashtag, right? Entertaining with Sunlight, and follow sunlight.za on Instagram and Facebook, because the competition is going to close soon.
It does. It closes on the 15th of September at midnight. T's and T's, of course, can be found on expressoshow.com. And I'm hoping and praying that one day I'll taste this, but I don't think I'm in your good books. I'm hoping I'm in your good books, Sanele. I don't know.
Maybe.
You're definitely in my good books, Carissa, especially if you're going to maybe one day invite me for Boboti when I'm in Cape Town, okay? I'm hoping, crossing fingers. However, my beautiful Expresso family, we have a lot to do before we wrap up, all in the name of making sure you start your day off on a high, which is why you can 100% look forward to the Cape Junior Ballet bringing us Bloom. I am so excited for us to get to know a little bit more about that from our beautiful artists. And then we're also going to be hearing from another artist. He's a king, multi-award winning. He does the things that need to be done. Absolute national treasure. I'm talking about none other than Donald. He's going to be in the building, and I cannot wait. Friend, you need to stick around for it. His brand new single, Lerato, it is out, and we're hearing it right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back on the other side of this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Let me tell you, Carl and I made up during the break, so we are all in good spirits right now as we almost close off our Friday edition of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But right now, it's time for another episode of Handy Heroes.
So these are experts in the field, and they share their DIY hacks and valuable paint tips to help make your next DIY project a breeze.
Ooh, and today we get advice from the experts at Buco out in Rustenburg. Let's learn a thing or two from them, shall we?
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Buco in Rustenburg. Welcome to Buco Rustenburg. It's a store that's been established more than 60 years ago. Originally started out as Rustenburg building material, before converted into Buco Rustenburg. Because we've been here such a long time, we're well known in the community.
Our customers are anyone who walks in our store and who asks for our advices and expertise. So we are the paint specialists, so we can help them with the paints and how to prepare and how to paint.
The other thing that I'm particularly proud of, with having staff members that is having 40 years plus service, gives us tremendous power and the knowledge, and we're able to serve our customers and we're able to provide solutions. The relationship we're having with Plascon, and that's dating back 60 years plus, and the brand has been well established, and the variety they can offer to all our customers, I must say, is a big plus.
So my favorite Plascon product is Plascon Double Velvet. So if you have to wash it repeatedly, it will withstand. So it really dries quickly. And as I recently learned, it takes the odors and turn it into purified air.
My DIY motto is preparation. Preparation is the key. You have to use the right primer and the undercoat for your professional look.
So my DIY tip is quality over quantity. So if you spend more money on quality, you will buy less at the end.
Buco Rustenburg, let's pull together.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
I love that. From the wall and all, from the windows to the walls.
Oh, there was a week. You know, there was the weekend popping out of you. Like I could tell there was a weekend to the window to the wall. Yes, if you'd like to do the renovations to the window to the wall, yes, planning some exciting ones. Of course, Renovations Plascon is giving you the chance to win 10,000 rand. And if you want to know how to win, guess what? I'm going to click my fingers and it's going to happen in 3, 2, 1.
Be a handy hero this spring and stand the chance of winning 10,000 Rand cash from Plascon. To enter, tell us what Plascon product you purchased this spring and include hashtag PlasconSA. Enter by replying to Expresso's competition post on Facebook, X or Instagram, or WhatsApp your entry to 084 368 1603. Remember to keep your proof of purchase. Competition closes 27th of September at midday. T's and C's apply and can be found on expressoshow.com.
I think we say this on the show all the time. Spring is all about renewal and fresh beginnings. And what better way to celebrate it than with a bright, flavorful dish and one that's easy to make? Well, today we are joined by culinary expert Leela Laree, who's going to show us how to create a delightful spring-inspired recipe using some amazing Maggi products. Yes, I said simple. It's plug and play. So get ready to discover how you can bring out the best in your seasonal ingredients, turning everyday meals into extraordinary culinary experiences. And I say that because I have 2 young kids, and this will be an experience for them. Leela, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to trade places with you because I see this is the business end of the kitchen this morning. Yes. I love the fact that you really live this every single day. You're not just here live on TV, you're a brand ambassador for Maggi. But why has it been such a good partnership for you, do you think?
I grew up with Maggi. I mean, we all know Maggi brand. It's such an iconic brand.
There were about 3 years that I lived off these, literally, maybe about 4.
Like you can see, I'm tall. Like I needed some substance in my life when I was growing up as a kid. But yeah, it's nice to be here today and actually represent just Maggi in general and just with their thicker noodles, which is just for me so exciting.
A bit more substance. Exactly. I love that.
Okay, so firstly, we are making beef fried noodles. So I'm going to be taking the beef and then adding in the sweet chili and then the Worcester sauce. So just coating that and giving it a quick marinade before we're going to be sauteing them.
I love it because you're not cooking it for a very long time to develop flavour. So we need a little something there just to elevate it.
Exactly,
okay.
And I want it to be tender. But yeah, so what was exciting for me was actually earlier in July, I flew up to Joburg for the Maggi campaign launch. And that was really, really exciting for me. So I got to meet a lot of the influencers and the team. So just to get behind the scenes with the Maggi brand was like just such a nostalgic, like I was just, yeah, it was a very pinch me moment.
It's kind of like I've arrived. You know, I have those moments on air because we have grown up with certain stalwarts that have kind of formed the basis of our mothers' kitchens, possibly even our grandmothers' kitchens or fathers and grandfathers. I don't want to isolate only the ladies in this culinary journey. But there is something about taking a meal that you've probably made 1,000 times and just finding another rung in the ladder.
Maggi has such convenient noodles and then the sauces that you can actually get quite creative with. which I really, really like about that. The nice thing about it is that Maggie isn't just a snack. It's like you can actually elevate that to a full meal. You just have to implement some creativity.
And yeah, we might break the internet because there are various ways of approaching your quick noodles, okay? And there is the spice in the water. There is the spice after the water has been drained. There's a little bit of both. What do you... Yeah, you see now, I know everything I need to know about you now. For this particular recipe, we want a bit of sauce. It's got a ramen-y kind of vibe to me, which means you want a bit of a moisture sauce to carry that flavor through. So what do you recommend for this meal?
So for me personally, I'm going to be adding half of the sachet because we're only using one of the noodle packets. So half of the sachet in the water, and then just to infuse into the noodles while they're boiling. And then the other half I'm going to be adding afterwards.
There is an opportunity for our viewers to win and win big while they're on this culinary journey. Please, can you fill us in a little bit more?
So Maggie is hosting an empowering initiative. So they're inviting all of South Africans to partake in their Cook the Difference Maggie competition, which is really, really exciting because you don't have to be a professional cook. You don't have to spend a lot of time behind the stove. You can just be someone who loves to learn. You're interested in sharing what it is to create food, and you almost want to step into the space to know what it is to be a content...
Let's start the journey.
Exactly. Yeah. It's really nice because a lot of the content creators like myself, you just want that one opportunity where you can have the opportunity to cook for others and represent a brand that you love and care for.
Okay, very quickly, what's going into our sauce now?
Now the beef has already sautéed. We're going to be adding the spring onions and then just the white and red onions as well. So we want this to cook very quickly.
For sure.
So I just wanted to say, when it comes to that Cook the Difference competition, so what is exciting about that is that consumers can actually attend the Maggie test kitchens that will be hosted at various malls. So all the Maggie consumers, you must actually try and see if you can attend these activations. Cook for a few fellow mall attendees.
When we say this is the start of a journey, this really is the start of a journey. I just want to get a little bit of a whiff of this because it is looking amazing. It ticks so many of the boxes for me. A great way to get good protein in, good veggies in, and as you say, something a bit more substantial with the thicker noodles. I think they have hit on absolute gold here. Just very quickly, advice for someone wanting to enter this competition and do well.
Well, I think with anything, you just need to take on the challenge. You know, everything seems a little scary and a little bit overwhelming. And, I mean, you're never going to get away from that in life. So this might be the start of you conquering that.
Take your spring cooking to the next level with this beautiful and, yes, very refreshing spring recipe. And then, of course, don't miss out on the incredible opportunity to elevate your culinary journey. Take the first step. You can visit one of the Maggie Test Kitchen activations happening in Cape Town, Durban and Johannesburg from this month till October, as Leela said. There you can also enter on Instagram by posting your Maggie recipe, and you've got to tag at Maggie South Africa using the all-important qualifying hashtags Maggie and you and Cook the Difference, because that's what we are doing. And if you're not on social media, don't worry, you can just submit your unique Maggie recipe via WhatsApp, and you can send it to 0730865201. Then just follow the prompts and make it creative. All the best of luck.
Breakfast Show right here on S3. And my lovely, when I say the love I know I deserve, and I said say, oh, was Donald just my backup singer? Get out of here. Everybody, he is a multi-platinum award-winning, selling, is an artist of note. And he does the things that need to be done. An absolute performer, someone who is honestly and truly a pure musician because he loves the music, and you can tell in just how he gives us hit after hit and how you can just tell the emotion in each and every one of his songs. He is a king. And let's welcome him to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Jono!
Yes, let's go.
Mr. Lerato.
Hey, morning, Queen.
How are
good?
you?
I'm all right, I'm good. I'm so happy to be here.
It's so good to be with you.
Yep.
Before we get to your new track, Lerato,
Yeah.
I want us to go all the way to the beginning.
Yeah.
Because you actually started out in a group.
Yes, I did.
Do you know that that's
Yes,
crazy? I
did.
recently found out about that.
That's
Do you remember how it formed and,
Yeah.
you know, why, on how old you were, all those things?
So the group was called Muso, and we were actually students at UJ.
Yeah.
So that's how this whole thing started. It was us being students at UJ, in between classes, and you know, just I don't know, man. I don't even really remember how I met the guys.
Yes.
Matlati and Pleasure. But we met and only to find out they play guitars. They're also vocalists. So we started actually just hanging out and just singing some covers, you know, unplugged stuff. Because the two of them would play guitars, and then I was kind of like the main vocalist in the thing.
Yeah, you were.
We didn't even know that we were creating a group.
Yes.
Yeah, until we kind of realized we're enjoying this thing a little too much, you know.
That's
So then we started making our own original music. And I think for me, that is where everything started. We got our first record. Actually, this was my first professional record deal.
Yeah.
I was literally 19 years old.
What?
Yes, I was.
That's so young, dude.
Yeah. We were signed to the legendary guitarist and artist, producer, Selalo Selo.
Wow, that's so special. And do you remember the first time you ever heard like a song of yours on the radio or saw it on TV?
Yeah, it was exactly around that time.
Really?
I mean, that's when we also got like a little taste of TV too. We did some interviews on Yo TV. We did Crazy.
Yeah.
You know, that was such a special, you know, moment in my life, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
That's when I really started realizing that maybe this music thing might actually be my thing, man, you know? So
I mean, not mine, sir.
Well, I mean, at the time,
Yeah,
you know, I was still in school. Also, I was still playing football. This is what a lot of people don't know. I was playing football. I was playing for Wits University for a couple of months, and then I went to trial at Jomo Cosmos. I was playing with Jomo Cosmos for under 19.
Yeah.
And so I also had that dream that actually possibly I might be a professional football player. But the music thing was a little too strong, I believe, as a calling. You know, and that was so difficult for me to escape. And,
I love that.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time, right?
Yeah.
Because we need to get you performing your new song for us. So very quickly, one hard truth you had to learn about the industry. What would you say it is?
One hard truth I actually had to learn was that it looks like glitz and glamour. It's actually not. Unfortunately.
It's not, honey.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
difficult. I don't know how many times I've been in the bus on the road and have had to find a way to
keep going.
No. Like where I'm feeling like maybe I was taking a nap while we're traveling to Limpopo. When I get there, I'm feeling like I'm dirty. I can't take a shower. I need to like now make a plan so that when I get on that stage, I'm looking like Donald.
They're amazing. I love men Donald.
Everything looks perfect, but
Yes.
trust me, back at the ranch, that's not what it is. You actually have to get your hands dirty.
And one thing I can tell you is I agree with you. The hands, they get
'cause you
very
know.
dirty.
Yeah.
But you got your hands dirty to get us Lerato,
Yes, I
which
did.
I love. Tell us about it.
Yes, Lerato is a song that I did with my boy Casual P from Juanito Moose Entertainment. And man, I'm just so excited. It's my first Licompo song, which is the Limpopo sound that everybody knows.
Yeah.
And it's literally taken TikTok by storm. Everyone is going crazy. I'm now performing it on stage. Everyone is singing along. But more than anything, I'm just so excited, man, because I'm celebrating 15 years in this industry as a solo artist. Yes, but all in all, it's been 19 years. So we're doing 20 years in the game next year. So for me, this is just so special to be able to have a big song at this time of my career.
Beautiful. And you'll never stop, okay? You give us anthem after anthem.
Let's
and
go.
Expresso family, this is why you need to stick around, because he is in fact going to be actually performing one of these anthems that is in his incredible discography. It is none other than Donald, and Lirato is the name of that track that you need to stick around for, yeah? For now, though, beautiful Cape Town family, how excited are you for Donald to close out the show for us today, huh? Carissa and Carl?
We're ready.
The
We are ready.
love
Hold on.
I deserve.
Just give me a second.
Gotta move the tables.
I'm just moving our coffee table quickly. Is that okay? I'm going to move it over here.
He actually just went to the show with his arms.
Okay, the reason why I had to do that is because we've got our Friday dance, man.
We do.
And that it gives us more room. When I say move the coffee table, it means you need a lot more room to dance along with the Cape Junior Ballet. It proudly presents a flourish of dance, as you'll see. As I talk, Carissa will dance, called Bloom, taking place at Bergfleet High School on the 19th, 20th of September, those 2 dates, at 7 p.m. and the 21st of September, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Tickets are swirling around on Cricket, and they are here to showcase Expresso's Spring Friday Dance.
Enter the Maggie Cook the Difference competition, and your Maggie recipe stands a chance of being featured in the Maggie Cookbook, winning you one of 10 sets of CETA accredited courses, each worth 10,000 Rand, plus a chance at the grand prize and a brand partnership with Maggie worth over 275,000 Rand. Entry details and T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We missed you and we missed a lovely chance to win, but here it is again. Powerball is estimated at a staggering 106 million rand jackpot today. You don't want to miss out. Play now and stand a chance to bag the life-changing jackpot.
You can buy it
Today, in store on nationallottery.co.za. That's the website. And the mobile app, also cell-phone banking, or simply dial star 120 star 7529 hash for USSD. I know, it's a big deal. Don't worry, you take a break and I'll tell you more. Now, we've posted all the details on Expresso social media pages, so go check them out. Panda Push Up Play players play Powerball for an estimated 106 million rand jackpot today. And you can be toasting to a big millions and maybe even hiring Donald for your celebration.
Ha, honey, you better hire Donald for your celebration. Thank you very much. Everybody, closing out the show today. It is none other than Donald and Caswell P. It's called Lerato.
What's up? Are you guys ready? Let's go. I don't believe in magic, 'cause there's always a catch. Fairy tales are tragic, somehow it never lasts. I don't believe in magic, 'cause there's always a catch. Every fairy tale is tragic, somehow it never lasts. 1, 2. I don't wanna be alone. So I'd rather be alone. I don't wanna be alone. Oh, so I'd rather be alone. What's up? Make some noise for my dancer, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? Ale, my man. Everybody living a lie. Cause I don't wanna compromise. Everybody living a lie. Are you ready? Are you ready? I wanna see this thing in the air. What's up? Let's go. I don't wanna be alone. So I'd rather be alone. I don't wanna be alone. Oh, so I'd rather be alone. So I'd rather be alone. Oh.
Bye. Bye.
Another feel-good production.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. also in delicious new nectar.